Welcome back to the Rimworld Tribal Youth Colony. We're here at the third video in a multi-part series. We'll probably be going through 1 to 2 years of the colony. Again, we're streaming this on Twitch. So, overall biotech impressions, I think the children of the game are viable, but kind of like slow to grow. Kind of like the Mechanoid start, which I've been doing in the background. That's actually the video I'm doing right now. So that'll be hitting shortly, but the Mechanoid start takes years to progress, and similarly with children, but it is extremely rewarding if you have the time and patience. I always thought Rimworld was a game that wasn't supposed to play quite as slow as it does, and I think that's one reason why there is a big learning curve. But when people get into it, like they've thoroughly supped of the Kool-Aid that Tynan is making. Anyway, today we're going to be doing hydroponics. I did do hydroponics work in the background. This was kind of sensitive, so I wanted to make sure that this got set up right. So I normally like doing these things on camera, but it was a lot of kind of grinding, so I just did it. I just went on and did it. We're at the 6th of December, 5501. Other than that, I just find that when I'm streaming, like, I tend to make a lot of mistakes, so I'm going to just build up our defenses here. As well as, what is the main stone that we're working with? We're working with marble here. I'm going to get kind of confused because I've been working in the Mechanoid colony a lot. I've probably given that like 12 or 14 hours in the background here, so I'm going to be thinking that marble is granite and vice versa. Because currently in my other save file, there's just so many robots doing everything, and it's insane. But yeah, I would like to do hydroponics, just really thoroughly get our hydroponics going, which these have a 280% growth rate when they do get growing. Growth rate 0, but when the light turns on, it'll be 280, which is insanely high, and this should be more than enough once completed to feed our entire colony through these god-awful winters. Another thing that I should probably do is to just insulate this room a little bit more because it's going to get very, very cold. What the heck, I'll put in 2 doors there, and then I'm probably going to put in 1 more door there, and then we'll also put a heater in this room. There we go. I keep forgetting about this. This is like growing at the ice caps. Oh my god. In the sea ice. It was just so cold there. But things did very well. Like, once the colony was set up, it could have survived through any weather temperature. Anyway, I want to get the bedrooms finished, and I would like to get a workshop in here. And overall, I'm not sure how much more my impressions will change. Again, we're playing with just biotech here, but I'm like, I don't know, I'm just enjoying the playthrough. We'll probably go off on some fantastic tangents in this. I feel like I've had a lot on my mind, and I want to talk about. But yeah, I don't know. I think we'll just kind of let the colony go. And let's start off with the hydroponics. Let's just check on our resources. We've got, whoops, that's silver and gold. 24. So we don't actually have any steel left. So we should probably take that out first. Now, another thing, I know that almost everyone has got frostbite in here. Like, not everybody in chat. Hopefully you don't have frostbite. Hopefully you won't ever get frostbite. Hopefully you'll be just fine. But I did have some of the youths lose all their fingers and toes. So, unfortunately, Cambiar, for example, has only 2 fingers left, which is not very cash money. So I think I'm going to, I'm just saying, like, if your job is to pick things up and you've got 2 fingers, you're limited to very light objects. So we're going to make him into a cleaner if we haven't already. I just want to double check and make sure that the temperature, did I fix this? Yeah, that's right. So he lost his left arm a while back, but yeah, pretty much we found out that none of these guys can be in combat. Only Dark Light and up can be in combat. And we have a lynx hunting scorpion. Oh darn. Right after I mined through the mountain. Okay, this is going to be an example of a time where I'm just going to change, there we go. Put Varel in the front. And just try to get back in this hallway as far as that you can. I think we can take this thing out, but let's just leave the adult in the front. And good, you have actually stay there so that they can't get past the kids. And then you two go there. So I'm going to engage in guerrilla warfare. But fortunately, Scorpion is a dead eye with a shotgun. There we go. Somebody in this colony, I don't know who, has 1 arm and is a bowman. I'm guessing that they're using their teeth to draw it, and then maybe like the tongue to let go of the arrow or something. But we leave this to our imaginations. You know what I mean? It's Rimworld, so we just allow it. A guy who was blind was able to navigate everywhere and, like, craft things. People who, well, if they completely lose their hands and feet, then they are in trouble. Why does the child have a shotgun? Because he's very good with a shotgun. Welcome to Texas, sir. Or Sir Nixon. No, actually, what is our colony? We didn't make the Florida colony like we wanted to. Unfortunately, I've never been to Texas. You know, I don't mean to disparage Texas. If anything, maybe I'm complimenting Texas. Remember when we did that fundraiser and we shaped the colony like Texas? Speaking of which, I will be doing the Rimworld Hot Potato Charity stream. I'm going to be doing this with a lot of other streamers, so if you're watching this right now, it's going to be November 26th. It's the Saturday after Thanksgiving. I can't remember the exact timing. I'm after Jadziax, and I'm before Italics so that we can name everything puns out of Italics' name and other references to things that I've seen. Just wonderful people to be streaming around, so I do hope that you guys tune in for a little bit of that. It's like somewhere in the late afternoon. I want to say that it's 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock EST, which means that it's like, what is that, like 7 or 8 p.m. GMT it starts at, and then it goes for like 4 hours. So unofficially putting that out, but if you are around for that, then we'll be doing that then. It is bound to be a lot of fun. Okay, we've got another quest here. Intercepted communications item indicates item status has been claimed by the wolf expired. Okay, it's fine. We generally aren't doing much questing right now anyway. But we are getting, in fact, a lot of steel. Okay, this is great because we are going to need it for a lot of this. Let's go ahead and see. We have 150 steel, but we aren't getting any components. We are going to need that somewhere. And I've pretty much forsaken, like, on-the-ground stockpiles. Just these new shelves are so good that I'm like, why am I ever going to use stockpiles again? I suppose it doesn't really advance the amount of space, but if you didn't know about shelves, well, now you know. Look how nice they are. It actually makes the beauty, like, viable. Doesn't everyone love viable beauty? Speaking of which, I am going to do this, though. Stones are, like, cut chunks and stuff like that. It's just not worth it to bring them onto a shelf. I'd rather use outdoor space that's just for nothing. So maybe we should go ahead and bring those, just because they're taking up a lot of space in there. Like, look at that. Also, too, why are they putting... This should be important for all of this stuff, because why is there still rice in here? Preferred. Oh, that's why. Okay, I had them equally important for that. Okay, let's go ahead and make this into just cut stone chunks out here. Cut stone chunks. Isn't the right? Yes, I agree. The rice is also going bad in there. Let's go ahead and make this important for... Here we go. Clear all, and we're just going to make stone blocks out here. We're just going to consolidate a few things. Ultimately, this is going to be the rec room, too, and then this is going to be the stockpile zone. But not until I'm completely done with the bedrooms. And I don't mean to be, like, super slow with this stuff, but usually when I move them in here, like, they get very angry if they're sleeping in a dark cave. They're better off in a barracks for a while, anyway. Other stuff, though, too. So the hydroponics, we can start to unforbid these. I wanted to make sure that you saw my design. I think that this is as efficient as you can get it, because I still have, I think, like, 4 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. It bothers me that it's 4, and 4 is the size of a planter, but I can't figure out if there's another configuration of these things that I'm missing, that I'm not seeing, that could get me one more planter in here. But I think I'm being space efficient to get the whole sun lamp in. Cabby Shack, thank you very much for the sub.
That the frogman has dealt with the eldritch spawn of others. Our own madness is getting to him, and that he fears them finding out about him. Disregarding all of that, however, cheers for the stories, frogman.
One cool guy is, or one cooler guy. I'm gonna assume that that's one cool guy who is just like an absolute Chad. Honestly, just like what another, very kind of sussy backa of you to do this. to give me $269.80. Also, that is an incredibly generous donation. Hang on a second. I truly hope that you're not putting yourself at any... One cooler guy. Wait a minute. Are you related to that cool... Are you related to that cool guy? He dabs even in chat. What an absolute... What a flex. It's 420.69 in Australia. I'm so sorry that we're not at parity with your currency in this moment. Oh my gosh. I truly hope that you're not putting yourself at any financial need. That's very, very generous of you, and I really don't feel comfortable accepting that amount. I really hope that you're just enjoying more of whatever it is that you saw, but... Oh gosh, if you have any requests or anything, I do hope that you'll let me know, because that is very, very generous of you, one cooler guy. Thank you very much. Claps. In Australian. Wow, I can't believe that I managed to do that. I didn't think I was fluent in Australian. Outrageous fun. That's the only thing I can say in Australian after that YouTube video. Wow. You're going to have to tell me what you want to see, because again, that's... No, I'm not. Don't worry about it. No, you're not allowed to get away like that. That's painfully generous, though. I don't really even know what to do. Like, I could sing Happy Birthday right now, but I feel like even that would pale in comparison, because most people click off of the stream when I start singing, but I want you to be happy. Huh. I don't know. This is the dilemma. But thank you very, very much. I'm just going to leave you to let me know of whatever you want, because otherwise I could keep going. But I don't want to embarrass you. Just keep that as like we'll put a bookmark in it there for right now. Oh, look, a bulk goods trader. I've been bulking lately. Actually, that's not true. I've not been bulking lately. I've very much been in a cut, I would say. Who is the most social of them all? If I remember correctly, it's Braba. Braba, you aren't even very social, to be completely honest with you. Oh, no, it was Val. It was one of the women. Here, use your feminine guile on him. Want to sell some bricks to me? I have, some bricks for you. Now, the children's pants, we can sell the ones that are bad. It's like donating them to charity. You remember when you would do this? Your mother said, like, there's all of this crap lying around in your bedroom. Pigskin kid parka. Anything that's bad quality. Also, the bird skin stuff is basically useless, as I see it. Plain leather parka. No, that's fine. Okay, actually, plain leather parka would not be that bad. I mean, but we can pretty much make these things on our own now. Oh, you have more cows for us, but our cow is pregnant. You'd also have a turkey. The cloth would be nice, though, because we just haven't been having a very easy time growing anything here. And also, too, maybe the herbal medicine. We could take all of that. 129. Hyperweave veil. No, I don't really need that. Synthread face mask. So they've been through the pandemic, too. I was just basically wearing a synthread thing. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's all the stuff I would care to sell and buy. Thank you for using your feminine guile. Oh, we got, like, yellow cloth. I guess that means that someone urinated on it. Have I seen Sora from the new project of Vanilla Expanded? Oh, no, I've not seen the new Vanilla Expanded stuff. I swear, I feel like I can hardly keep up with gaming, guys. Like, I'm going to be so relieved when I get through biotech, because there's so much other stuff that I want to do. But I really like biotech, and I have so many ideas for it. But it's nice because I felt like I'd been working on a lot of the same ideas for a while. So it's just nice that there's so much content in the indie games I love when I come back. It's like, it's one of the reasons I basically took a year off from Zomboid and Rimworld, is because I was just like, when I do come back, it'll be really nice, and I'll be bringing like a whole, kind of a larger audience, like a little bit of more of a mainstream group, back to these games that I really love with it. So that was part of the reason I did so much of that mainstream stuff, is because I wanted to expose these games a bit more. And I knew I wasn't just going to do that by just playing these games. But I do still love those games, because I saw some comments on the last videos that people were like, oh, like, why'd you just do a bunch of mainstream stuff? And I was like, actually, I really enjoyed doing the mainstream stuff. Like, from the bottom of my heart, a lot of those games were important to me when I was a kid. Like, I was doing GBA games and stuff, and there was nothing more fun. I've got more GBA stuff planned. But it's so much fun to me that I can now do, like, indies and that stuff. Because a lot of people on YouTube won't be able to do, or, like, they can do only one game. You know what I mean? So, it is a blessing to be able to do any of this. And I don't know. God bless you guys for sticking with me through it all. All the crazy twists and turns that it's been. Okay, here we go. So we're getting some stuff planted. We're in the summer. Like, we're safe now. But the one thing that I am concerned about is the fact that it's a little bit too lackadaisical, shall we say. We need to get something for security going, and we really haven't been researching guns. And probably, when can we get guns? Yeah, so we should probably get smithing down. And also, too, this will give us some use for all of these weapons that we've been collecting of raiders. I can set out that nice smelting bill. Don't you guys love a nice smelting colony? Visitors. Alright, old people. How's it going to do? Okay, so let's go ahead and start to set out our production workflow in our workshop. Structure. Structure, production, recreation. Let's do, well, we don't have any recreation variety too, so let's go ahead and do that. What do we have the most of in terms of stones? We have the most in marble. This is fantastic because marble is actually really beautiful. So let's go ahead and put a game of board there, and then we'll do, we now have complex furniture, but I also believe that marble, correct me if I'm wrong, marble isn't as, oh, you can't even make these out of marble. No, you can make stools out of marble. That's what it is. I stand corrected yet again. Yet again, I stand corrected. But we don't have any wood currently either. That's kind of weird. Wood is weird. Tynan. When will you add allow tool into vanilla? Harvest all fully grown trees, Tynan. You added auto-cut blight mod into vanilla, Tynan. I had a dream. I had a dream that Tynan did this. Hey, Callow, you're very nice. You're too kind, Callow. Callow, thank you very much. Sorry, I was thinking of the tallow from candles, which your name rhymes with. Thank you for your kind words. Anger Management, thank you for gifting yet another sub. Right-click the allow button to allow everything. Oh, au contraire. I mean, this is fine. But also, too, what I'm saying is the allow to... the allow tool mod. Sorry, not the... like, and I quote, its name is allow tool. Oh, an elk has decided to live with us. Do we have male and female elk? I could look this up in the Rimworld animal effectiveness chart. There is this chart out there. This is a female elk. Why am have I suddenly developed into, like, the Sound of Music? An elk, a female elk. We are being raided by... Ooh, look, everyone, it's the new Mechanoid mechs. I'm surprised that these guys aren't on my side. I'm so used to having Scythers on my own side now that I'm actually, like, somewhat concerned that we're going to have to fight against them. Well, we don't have any of those traps ready on that side, so that's not good. Let's go ahead and reinstall these over there. Why don't we do that? That sounds like a great idea. Reinstall these over there. And over there. Very sus. Very... AA, you are a sussy bacca. You are a sussy bacca, AA. Why didn't you put the spike traps over there before? Au contraire. Au contraire. AA, you're an idiot. You're bad at Rimworld. Veril. Yeah, we don't have any wood. We're having trouble getting wood. We're having trouble getting wood. Oh my gosh. What could that even mean for us? Are they attacking right now? I learned to know how to do this if I ever dismiss it. They're going to prepare for a while. Who knows what they're preparing? They're robots.
Sussy Baka Ambi Conjecture.
Sussy Baka. Thank you very much for anger management. And Crook, thank you very much for the prime. Verbal cadence is the light task. Is it natural? Have I worked on it? No, I've worked on the way I talk. I don't sound like the way I did a few years ago. I was also watching a lot of my... Maybe we could review some of my old videos. I used to think my voice was, like, not deep enough. So I would try to push it deeper. Oh, AA. Young AA. I did start the channel when I was 22, though. So, to a certain extent, the way that you talk does change. A lot of people have, like, asked me about that. Like, are you... It does give you a lot of imposter syndrome, though. It gives you imposter syndrome. I actually sound like this. This is my real voice. I've been using a voice changer. Okay, back to using the voice changer now. This is just a very advanced Go XLR 2000 that I've been using. It's a very advanced preamp for a mic, and it allows me to sound like this very smooth-voiced, fetching man that you hear in the videos. Here we go. Val, you've got those hand grenades. Good. None of the children are involved. Let's get them involved in the back line. Of course, and not the front. We may actually be able to fight this mech, except Val, maybe I won't have you with the hand grenades right at the front. I'm going to put Val in charge of the, She's not a very good shot. This is the reason I gave her the hand grenades, but I'm also realizing that could go horribly awry now, too. I am a sussy baka. I am a sussy baka. I admit it. Here we go. All right, raid incoming. Now, I know I'm being, like, super conservative by putting them back there, but anytime that I try to, you know, bite off a little more than I'm actually able to chew in these, so to speak. Not that life is just like one big feast. Are you going to be able to do this? Who am I kidding? Life is one big feast. But they've got the Lancer in front, though, too. Maybe we should just let the Lancer come through. Okay, yeah, I'm going to let the Lancer through, and then after that, I'll kind of jump out and ambush them. We do have the door open. Left the door open. It's completely fine to come in. Except let's run Varel back so that the Lancer does come through and trigger at least one of the traps. Good, that's fine with me. Okay, now that the Lancer is in close range, let's put everyone in harm's way, starting with not the youngest people. We're going to go through... I'm honestly just going to put them right in the middle, because... I mean, the thread is too great. Like, I just want to have it done right. You know what I mean? Just want to make sure I'm going to micromanage this for a minute, guys. Go there. Okay. See where everybody's at. No, Hakuja, wrong spot. No, not the front line. Don't do that. Okay, Dark Light. I know you're only 13, but your body has grown a lot. Like, you're a big boy now, Dark Light. Go over there. There, damn it. Okay, there we go. Okay, Orange, what the hell are you doing over there? Go over there. Don't let the Scyther get anywhere near them. Especially not the children. Especially not the children. Please shoot only the people at the front. I suppose that he could miss, to be fair, and that would be... Alright, everything's fine. See? AA knows what... Why am I speaking of myself in the third person now? Do I have to vent? I am venting. I'm where are my vents? Yeah, you're right. I should start venting. Am I venting? Oh, you mean like talking about anger? No, I'm not venting. I'm good. I'm good. Cool as a cucumber, in fact. Oh, there goes that elk. This is why I like streaming Rimworld, is because there's just this beautiful randomness about it that doesn't come out in, like, linear narrative of videos. Like, I can't be like, and then the colony was, everyone got rabies in the colony. Like, it doesn't, that is what this game is, but I can't go in the middle of a video, so I just have to skip over a lot of that stuff or it wouldn't make any sense. But it's good. First day of biotech and I had to take care of, oh my god. It's, yeah, this DLC is getting very, like, you had to take care of a pregnant woman in the Biotech DLC. Like, I feel like that now Rimworld is getting to be a lot more like truly anything could happen. Along with the vanilla expanded mods. Okay, look at how Cambiar cleans so amazingly with only 2 fingers left. He is just such a... He's gonna get the first bionic arm. You're like Tiny Tim. Quest active, Bud's salvation. There we go. Okay, so what we're gonna want is a machining table because we have to take apart these mechs. But it's also taking us, I believe, twice as long. Am I mistaken in this, that it takes twice as long to research everything, or is it not multiplied by quite 100%? Like, what is microelectronics normally? Is it 32 or is it 3,000? It's definitely not 6,000 though when you start on Crash Landed. It's either 3,000 or 4,000, I believe. I want to say 3. Yeah, it's 3,000. So am I to believe that I think it's everything is multiplied by 200% to get there? Yeah, standard mech tech was only 1,000 and the other one. That is a real humdinger, you know? Yeah, it's definitely times 2. I was wondering if it was for everything, though, because the early technologies don't really seem that expensive. I truly think that, Rimworld is kind of like Rise of Nations. If you've ever played Rise of Nations, the old, well, now it's old, but for me, it's very much like a current game. That was what I was playing when I was in, like, 5th grade, I think. Remember Rise of Nations, where you come up through the ages, and you go from fighting with sticks and stones all the way up to fighting with modern militaries. It's kind of like Rimworld is a smaller version of that. Scorpion's got food poisoning from rice. I'm going to say that I really like the tech part of the Biotech DLC. Like the robots, I think is very welcome. You know. I read Tynan's dev notes on it though, and I think he did it in a very good way because he was just saying that the game turns into too much of an RTS. And it's not like a colony manager when it's all just mechs. But I think he handled it pretty well. I'm not finding the system frustrating a little bit like I did with Ideology. And, you know, I liked the idea behind Ideology, but I find that, and I still like it. And I like that I have the option, but I think in practice it does become a little bit scripted and frustrating at times. I think that this DLC feels great, because I think it went in really hard with the things that it did. I think that this is the best DLC yet. Also, you know, disclaimer, did receive the free key this time around. Didn't ask for it, though. I got sent this one. Machining, let's go. Here, we're going to get the machining table. I'd never made any contact with Tynan. I never really attempted to, either, to be honest. But for how many years have I been playing this game for now? 5? But yeah, he sent me an email. I was just like, holy cow. He's a super nice guy. I would have bought this one 20 times over, to be fair. Ideology's a nice DLC, and it does a lot of things right, and I think it's great for modding. I don't, hate it. I think overall, as far as many games DLCs go, I think it adds a lot. And nothing is that valuable on this shelf. Let's go ahead and start Days on Scorpion. Why are people getting mood breaks? Ravenously hungry. Why are you getting ravenously hungry? Because you have food poisoning.
If I was Ludian, I would hecking call AA2. No cap,
No cap. Multi-purpose blue, thank you for the prime. And anger management, thank you for the very funny message and the 500 bits. Did I change the lavish food restriction? Nope. But they're not vampires. Also, too, I mean, let's have a second to just talk about this. Tynan adds fur people and vampires. And then he adds pregnancy. Is he, secretly trying to remake Twilight, and this has just been his, goal? And he's just there in his Canadian house playing Canadian Twilight instead of Rimworld? I love my own games so much. And I wonder if he can play Rimworld and still enjoy it. You always wonder about that. Peter Jackson, they say, couldn't watch the Lord of the Rings movies. Or, he tried to get... I was reading an article about how he tried so hard to, unsee them. I don't know if this is fact. I read it online. I just went to probably not truestories.com, but I think that there is a grain of truth to that. Oh, they're not vampires. Sorry, maybe we're vampires, someone else's IP. So they were sanguiphages. I kind of love that. Okay, let's marble wall me up. Scorpion, you're just negative Nancy, as they say. Disturbed. Well, we are starting to get this disturbed sleep moodlet, and they are sleeping in darkness. There isn't really that much, though. I mean, it's still just the defenses thing. Like, look, they came uncomfortably close to us that time. What we really need is to get, honestly, just more spike traps. Spam has always been the answer in this game. It may not be very exciting, but, well, yeah, that's the way it is. Honestly, I'm going to make marble spike traps. Okay, so here's the story, is that stone spike traps take a longer time to make, but they also have better armor penetration. Generally speaking, the harder the stone, the better it is. So marble is really not a good stone to use for these, but I have so much of it that I'm just like, screw it, we'll do it. Anger management, thank you for gifting yet another gift sub. Yeah, anytime that you work with something, you probably see it a million times. I can't imagine working on a project for a whole year, though. I feel like you'd totally lose your objective eye for it, which is one of the reasons I don't like to work on a video for more than about a week. It used to be about 2 days, but now my ability to see it objectively has improved. But I also need to take more, like, time to not look at it in order to tell if I think it's good or not. But yeah, I feel like it's kind of like writing. You know, like, you figure out... You know, like, even if you're a really good writer, it's still going to take you a long time to figure something out. How to write it. I'm a better writer than I am a talker. But, I think you probably know what I mean. Like, even if you've been writing for a long time, you know that it takes a long time to make something that you'll be really proud of. There we go. Sad wander on Orange. That was what I was... Oh, Orange is no longer wandering in sadness. Why was he wandering in sadness? Is it the nutrient-based meals? I did put those in there as a last resort thing because we forced the cows to eat their parents in, like, a reverse Thyestean banquet. Oh, wait. Why are we getting 8 without table, you dingus? Spacious interior. Childlike enthusiasm. The world is full of wonders. I like the descriptor text that they put on these. I haven't slept in a while. It's hard to keep focus. I had to eat disgusting, tasteless meal. I know it keeps you alive, but nobody wants to swallow that glop. If you read them fluently, it's way more funny. Oh, wait a second. We haven't done any clothing policies yet. Let's do that, too. I'm just going to go ahead and do some micromanaging right here because I'm proud of myself when I do it. Ooh, this... I didn't know that this was a button. Clear forest. We can do that. Okay, so let's clear the forest because you never like them to be forced into something. Manage outfits. I guess we're going to have to make a new outfit for it. This is going to be adult. Not like adult, you know what I mean. Like if you are an adult, you know. It's going to be anything 51 to 100% hit points and no tainted apparel. That's it. And then I guess, do we really even need that? Adult. Let's just rename it everyone. Because I think basically anyone can wear anything as long as it's not tattered. And I'm fine with that. Whoops. These are very similar names. Anything and everyone. I guess we should just say... Let's give it a better name. This is the, like, software developer in me. 51 to 100. 51 to 100 just means that they won't be wearing tattered apparel, because if it gets below that, then... But, I mean, in which case, what's the point of... Why not just make it, like, 10%? Solar Flare. Sad Wander Orange. I do like the mods that can repair clothing. Solar Flare. Really not a big danger to us. The summers aren't bad here. Remember, we are in the southern hemisphere, so we're getting winter and summer and winter as in terms of the traditional months. Please take their organs. Well, maybe if we get some of the guys back, maybe they'll be like organ donor. Maybe. A little bit of everything all of the time, like the Bo Burnham thing. That was a very good video. He's a very talented guy. He, like, went and started making his own movies, Bo Burnham. But he was, like, one of the OG YouTubers. Okay, if I could turn off sickness. This is the reason I don't play on losing is fun, is because all my colonists just get sick. Also, too, I've got wait, did he get rid of his lung rot? Yes, actually, one of these guys got rid of lung rot. So nope, not this one. Somebody lost their lung rot. Can I force you to rest? No, not that. Do I need to do this? Cambia. I feel like I'm Pete Complete whenever I say this. Rest. Rest, my boy. Wait, why has everyone turned white? Why did you turn white? They weren't this white before, were they? Or have they always been this white? Like, I was trying to figure out if they got, like, deathly ill when they get sick, you know what I mean? Not that there's anything funny about that. So were those the three? Orange, Varel, and Cambiar? Were those the three? Orange, Varel, and Cambiar, yeah. Okay, so then who is... Unfortunately, Varel is, like, really the doctor here. But who is the next best doctor? The next best doctor is going to be Grasshopper. So Grasshopper, you're passionate about it, but you're not very good at it, unfortunately. 10 to Cambiar. Pete had the only I can never do Pete Ed as well as Pete. I love the way that Pete did it. Okay, Val, you get to do. Actually, I don't really trust Val with doing it for the kids tending. Val, are you really good at this? Yeah, you're really not good at it. Okay, I would rather have him do it. Okay, we got a 35% tend on Cambiar, which is pretty good. Immunity 2.4, 2.5. Okay, the immunity is catching up slightly faster. You're an adult, though. I'm wondering if this does better for you. 10 quality, 68% on orange. That's a big dub. That's a big dub. Okay, Varel, what about her? Varel is really, like, our best colonist, honestly. 70%. Okay, fantastic. Cambiar actually then had the worst tend. His is going up only about slightly faster, but it is still faster, I'm pretty sure. 10 quality 35 isn't horrible. Good, it's catching up. It's slightly going faster. Varel should be fine. We'll want to keep an eye on them. And orange. Now, there is a trait. Orange is fantastic. There is a trait where you recover from sickness more slowly. I don't know how anyone would use this trait. It's one of the xenotype things. I love the fact that vanilla is more like modded now. I really wanted vanilla to become this because... I don't know, there's something beautiful about playing the game in vanilla. It's like, I used to think that mods were, I thought that they were messy. I know that sounds ridiculous to say. But I felt like I shouldn't put them in. It was like mixing your potato salad with something else. I don't know, like doo-doo. Whatever it was. Okay, so hydroponics, though. Hydroponics, they're really good. I want to make sure that they're fine before the winter. I don't want to spend the whole time, like, nursing them in bed. But I'm kind of forced into it now. Oh, well. Nothing has gone seriously awry. And Grasshopper can actually tend to this. Why is Varel out of bed? Oh, because you wanted to play chess, or whatever the hell you're playing. Now, is the room as clean as possible? Let us observe. Clean. I'm pretty sure that's about all that we can do. And I mean, it is somewhat impressive. Really, you just want to prevent them from having mental breaks, so feed them. Don't get it cold or anything like that also. But then beyond that, there's not much else that you can do. I think that we should probably get our power situation going. So I did build these solar panels in the interim. What else have we got, though? Yeah, we have the solar panels. Microelectronics, it can probably wait. Guys, I like smithing things of my own. I don't really like trading. I know I'm an idiot for it, but I just believe in it more. It makes it feel more like Minecraft. Rimworld, I mean, it's like Minecraft. It's like squares, but it's also different in some ways. Okay, but I am starting to see a big fire risk, though. It's good to go through ways that your colony could be horribly destroyed in the meantime, and ways that we could easily overcome that. I see that we put the batteries out by the stone. I think that would be an easy fix, so let's just mine into maybe like 2 or 3 of the walls over here. And we'll mine out like this section. I don't want to let the cold in. Make this like a battery area. How many batteries are we really going to need? I don't want to put the batteries too close to the dead bodies, though, too, because I burn the dead bodies. Man, not straight bussin'. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I would need 5 wide. We could do it over here. This would be a decent battery area. Welcome to the battery area. So good of you to join us here in the battery area. Let's mine out that part of wall. Mine. Good. The battery area doesn't really matter where it is. Just that it's like separated off from everything else and that it's surrounded by stone. Mad Muffalo. It's like mad money. But it's a Muffalo. Okay, look, it's going to go right for sure. It's going to be kind of funny. Meefalo. Come on, get in some practice shots. Wait a minute. This thing might totally dodge past all the traps. I just don't want it to use up the traps, you know? Oh, now you could be a pet. Smooth boy, Muffalo. Smooth boy. I'm gonna attack you to death. Smooth boy. Goodbye. I don't know why I was being all cute as I killed a Muffalo. Just anything that happens to them feels kind of cute, you know? I miss when they had milk. I wish that Tynan had brought that into the game. I mean, brought it back into the game, of course. Because it was already there. And nothing is getting done in this damn colony. But I want a lot to happen. Anyway, I guess this is to say, this is the reason why I brought Rimworld from long plays to kind of series. Because I like to see the progression of stuff, but sometimes when I stream it, I just feel like I'm kind of grinding a lot. But a lot of what I end up doing is just kind of teaching the game here, I feel like. So I guess while we're waiting for people to do this, does anyone have any questions about the game? And I'm happy to answer with my stupid opinion, which is probably wrong as well. Wait a second. I see something here. Grasshopper. Power that. I'm tired of our smelter not burning the dead bodies. That's bothering me. All right, well, let's start to kind of separate out more of these things. Actually, we don't really... Yeah, that's fine. We'll use our marble bricks for that. Reinstall that over here. Xenotypes in animals would be cool. Bring back Muffalo milk and stuff. Ooh, that could be neat. Like lactating monkeys, you know? Or, I mean, it doesn't have to be lactating monkeys, but it could be lactating monkeys. Oh, wait a second. I just figured out another better... I was going to line the batteries up like this, but my worst fear is like a battery explosion that causes the other batteries to explode. Like, can you imagine how bad that would be? But if we structure our batteries like this, none of the batteries can even see each other, guys. So it's almost like the batteries don't even know that the other batteries are there. They're like solitary confinement batteries. This gives us enough room for 4 batteries. I can't even talk. I'm so excited. Well, there is a milk everything mod. Yeah, the animals, you know, but it seems like that somebody could just easily add that into the code, right? I mean, animals already had pregnancy, so... Now that you've said it, somebody will probably just mod it like that. Why did you take off all of your clothes and then just start walking around outside? How dare you? I mean, I'm all for living free and everything like that, but... There's such a thing as decency. You know. there a benefit to having a large amount of pets compared to the food costs? Generally speaking, animals are not worth it in Rimworld, except for if they, like, if you have a herd of buffalo and you live in the Arctic, that makes sense. And also, cows are pretty good because they give off more nutrition than they eat. I believe it's cows and chickens are the two animals. Also, too, I believe those are the two really good ones. Some of them are technically like positive outcome. Like I believe yaks are also good. Possibly goats. Turkeys are arguably decent, but it's just so much maintenance that sometimes it doesn't really become worth it, in my opinion. Other animals, not really, except for their fur. Your first raid with doomsday rocket launchers and grenades. Yeah, alpaca were nice for the wool, except that I kept them all in a corner. It was basically like having them in jail when I had alpaca join in the winter colony. Oh look, Varel is well enough to be getting up. Actually, that's fine with Varel because she's good. She got a better 10 quality on Cambior. I think that the most exciting cold I ever had in Rimworld was when me and Pixel Rookie were playing with Cromulent Archer. And who else was in that game? I want to say that... Was it like Newbert and Private Lime? Who else was in that colony? That was a really fun colony. I know I'm leaving somebody out. I had a lot of my friends were in this colony, and we were like RPing as each of the people. But then, like Pixel Rookie and I were both about to die of a flu, and we had to swap beds. It was just like a very romantic moment of mutual trust and friendship. Maybe not really romantic, but, you know. But maybe it was. It was a good day. It was a good day. Learned a lot. Brought us a lot closer together. Why are you feeding him, like, raw rice when you could be feeding him a nutrient-based meal? Is it because that's all that was available? Someone must cook. Someone must work on cooking for this colony because I've seen slightly too much food poisoning. And I think it was due to my research prioritization that this is happening. No? You're both passionate about this. Well, who is smarter, Brava or Grasshopper? And who is better at... Okay, you're clearly very good at cooking. You're also good at cooking. You're smarter... Okay, you will cook first. No more research for a little bit. We need food. We need food, baby. I mean, you... Okay, fine. Do it one more time. Oh, damn it. You got food. Immediately. Immediately food poisoning. Good, you're feeding the animals. You're milking the animals. You love them. You love them. Oh, here was the stupid thing that I forgot to do. Let's go. Also, I haven't even done some of these things. The drop on floor. Allowed cooking skill. Let's just make it like 4 to 20. I know it's 8 for... Okay, we'll say 8. Fine. But I also... The 8 ones will just be the ones to do it anyway. These are suspended. These don't necessarily need to be suspended anymore. Pemmican, we don't really need it. This is also going to be dropped on the floor. Okay, let's do this too. Let's make a zone. Stockpile zone. I believe I just like this. And then like one more for rice. I like micromanaging the kitchen. Rice. I think we're just going to have rice in that. Critical priority for rice. Beneath you will be... you don't even sense it there. So hang on a second. Or here is where you're going to put the... low priority for clear all meals. Just any meal. And we will expand that into there because apparently you drop it on the floor underneath you because you're actually kind of a slob, come to think of it. And now the other one that we're going to put down is going to be for the meats, for the fine and lavish meals. And these ones will spoil from time to time, but I'm okay with it. This is going to be critical for clear all. Just one thing of meat belongs in there. Meat. Is there any meat that we don't want? Insect meat. It's the only one. And we'll make it like 2 just in case if... Because sometimes, like, they put a stack of bacon next to a stack of beef, and then they can't combine them, so it's annoying, but yeah. Everybody is sick. Cambiar is just covered in his own vomit, but he's going to survive, so that is fortunate. We do have to clean up all of the vomit in his room, though. Orange also is not doing too particularly well, but it made it through. And also, too, Varel. Varel, you ought to get back in bed. What are you doing out of here? I mean, like, I also wouldn't want to sit next to the kid who is projectile vomiting into the air next to me, like, oh my gosh. Yeah, we should probably put him further away. I'm wondering if there's a reason to have multiple infirmaries, because people come into an infirmary very messed up. Like, oh, I don't want it to spread around, you know? I think everybody's going to get through this thing, though. I was wondering if kids overcame this stuff faster, but it doesn't look like they do. Oh, or slower. Yeah, look, Orange developed an immunity, and he's carrying his pants back. He's just decided, these are my sick pants. I need, you know, big boy pants now. Here we go. Varel. Strong as a barrel. Varel, this Varel. All right, another thing that we're going to go ahead and do is, we're going to we've built a chair there, and we've started to haul all of this stuff in. Have I allowed hay in here? Hey! Hey! Hey, how you doing? Yeah, hay is allowed in there.
Why aren't you out catching cooties this fine Friday, or whatever you hip young cats do these days?
We'll never do hauling. I've got no people doing hauling. Just haul the hay. I actually did go out tonight. We went to, I went out with some friends to like a fear cart, like one of those, like a haunted house kind of thing, you know? I actually got tackled by the people who work at the, like, you have to sign a waiver, and they tackled me into the dirt. I wasn't really afraid. I was just like, why did they do it? I thought it was funny. Like, I wasn't upset, but I was just like, it was covered in dirt at the end. So I was just like, yeah. But then I came back. I wanted to stream. I had streamed in a while. Curious George, thank you for the Prime. Hope you guys are having a good Halloween. W-Wen, thank you for the Prime, and Kibble Dog, thank you for the 4 months. My defense is actually doing really well right now. Why is Orange upset? Tantrum is okay. Shoot Frenzy. I mean, it kind of makes sense. He was sick in bed for a long time. He's been learning starved. Now, we're almost going to need to find other ways for the children to learn when they've been, like, sick for a very long time. Just my whole colony is in shambles from these people getting sick. Please heal. Heal, damn it. Okay, I need to clean off the vomit again. Just so much hauling to do, jeez. Stray Cat and Q-Man plays, thank you very much. I mean, the truth is that my colonists are still so unreliable because they get sick randomly and stricken with stuff that I'm just better off automating the defenses this way. Okay, we are getting medical emergency on Cambiar, but I believe that's just because his flu is now above 80%, I think. Varel's flu is too extreme that I don't actually want her to get up and tend. Is she gonna have another tend opportunity? Yeah, she is. Okay, so I'm going to have, I think it's, yeah, Grasshopper. Grasshopper is not a bad doctor. Huh. I mean, I'd prefer he be over 10, but how much does he get for 110 with this? 731 to 1106. That's okay. 70%, he'll be fine. Now 10 to Varel, and that should be the last one. Cambiar will survive. Man, I really went through a lot there. 47%, not as good, but I honestly think that they have enough of an advantage here that they'll be good. And 47 isn't that bad either. Dude. Don't even. Brava. Cooking. But why are we not using that meat up there? Although we have prioritized hauling. Everyone is just... There we go. Now we have prioritized the hauling. Good. Now you're hauling. Why are you bringing that rice over there? Oh, because you're bringing the rice to the cows. I forgot that I made this critical priority. I'm going to go ahead and make this Actually, it is pretty important to keep stocking up the cow's food. I did that from before, only because of the cold winter. Okay, you're good. They brought in the hay. This was really the main thing. I just didn't want the hay to go totally bad. The potatoes are also not doing particularly well out there. But look at all the food that we have now. Look at all that food. Other thing that I'm thinking, too, are shelves really more space efficient? So 2 spaces hold 3 things. But then you need 2 spaces in order to be able to access the shelf at all. Can they... I believe that they can walk over shelves. But I'm going to do a small experiment here, only because I want to be totally sure about this. Guys, I'm not that stupid. Because think about it. They need to be able to walk in front for 2 squares. Well, really, if you have 2 shelves across from each other like this, because I think that this is going to be the most space-efficient way to do it, is like this, you know? And then have these ones with their backs to another set of shelves, like that. So you've got 3 in... Or, well, you've got 6 in there. Oh, wait, no, you know what? I'm totally wrong about this, because I was thinking it was 3 total for the shelf when it's 6 total for the shelf. Nope, shelves are definitely more space efficient. I take it back. I'm a dingus. I apologize for that. No, that was stupid of me to say that. But, you know, I just want to get really in the weeds with these things and make sure I'm parsing through everything right. Ignore me. Ignore me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I am a sussy bacca right now. Very sussy bacca. Though I also do believe that they can walk over shelves, speaking of which. So you could just make, like, spam storage everywhere. And that would pretty much be totally fine. Wow, what do you know? This actually works out, like, perfectly here. Let's do this because I think it looks nice. And they shouldn't burn because I have them on marble. I don't know why my mouse isn't clicking. Hey, Treelock, thanks for coming out. Just keeping the floor as a stockpile. You could keep the floor. Actually, that is fair, too. You could leave the floor as a stockpile, and then everything would be fine. But I'm not sure. Do they get slowed down over when they're stepping over it? You know, come to think of it, I don't think that they get slowed down when they step over items that are stored. That's kind of funny. You'd think that they would be slowed down by them, but I guess that they aren't. Yes, AA is the imposter. Ignore everything that I say. Alright, I don't think that I need some of these planning orders in here anymore, too. I'm just going to take some of these out. You know that I like a 2-wide fridge. You know I like them thick. Ha 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 ha. I don't. Here we go, here we go. We got the potatoes in the right place. We can't get to that stone. Major break risk. Do we have enough components now? We really don't. We really haven't done very well with this. Okay, let's take everyone off of the hauling. I know that there was quite a lot to haul, but haul no more. Adults don't do that. The kids can do that. And then, like, this is your primary. Yeah, I had these 2 swapped. Cambiar and Orange are basically, like, all that they can do is clean and haul. So I have one of them clean and one of them haul, and that makes me happy. Otherwise, though, yeah, like, pretty much not as exciting, but the spike traps are important. Like, having a lot of them there. And I think also, too, we are now able to make a machining table, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and put this into our construction... Oh, sorry, not our construction room. Our, whatever this room is called. Our room. Everyone's favorite room. Because it's full of things. And we're going to go ahead and put in these shelves on it. More marble shelves. Marble shelves are not only beautiful, but they're also marble. And who doesn't love that? What is it? They don't burn. That's the other thing that they don't do. They don't burn, and that's why we like them. And that's why we like them, for literally no other reason. They're also blue. And as you know, all marble is blue. Have I ever played any of the Anno games? I've actually not. I know exactly what you're talking about. But I've not. And I should. And I have no reason not to. Set the storage in the shelves in the room higher priority than the storage on the floor, but having the same item allowance. That is probably fair. probably fair. I think it might be... I'm just trying to think if this conflicts with anything else I've done. I think preferred would be fine for here. That's good, that's good. Good, we're finishing up this. Everyone's getting on to the construction. We really aren't too particularly good at struction. I've been playing on the computer. You ever call the computer the computer? Storage. I'm going to make this low as well. Because they still haven't even gotten the damn rice out of there. That was why I made it important. Can be ours in a daze, damn it. I'm just going to wait till they get it done. It's a good thing that there's many storage priorities, though. I'm going to hand this one to Stardeus. Stardeus set up a stockpile system where you have like 10 levels of priority, which is very nice. Because it does get that involved after a while. After many years of playing. Wait a second. Ironworks, thank you very much for gifting the 2 subs. To 1K Baller and Slice of Am. Thank you very much. Can you link shelves as well? You absolutely can link shelves. Actually, that was one thing that I had neglected to do here. So if I do this one and 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 this one, I sound like Mr. Krabs now. And the next day. And the next day. And the next day. Link settings. So this is nice. I don't remember if this was there before. I don't believe that this was there before. Let's take off raw food and meals from this, because now we can start to get very particular about these things. I don't want hay in there. I don't want chocolate. I don't want baby food. I don't even want any of this crap. Weapons and apparel can stay in here. That's fine. I wonder if we can link that to a stockpile. No, that's interesting. We can't link a stockpile zone to shelves.
Grandma got run over by
That's
a Toyota
funny.
Corolla walking from our house Christmas Eve.
Oh no.
You can say there's no such thing as a good Toyota dealership, but as for me and Grandpa, I believe.
Honestly, like, that's the greatest poem that I have heard today, Triple G. That just expiated all of the tears that I cried at a certain dealership many years ago. Man, that really warmed my heart. Thank you very much for the 300 bits. Wow. That could be up there with John Milton and, you know, William Butler Yeats. Wow. Touching. Ah, the shelves are being built. Oh my gosh. I wonder if we can set up the... Ooh, we can link the settings before they've even been built. This is kind of a nice thing for being able to preemptively get my storage ready. Am I able to do this game? Can you confirm? That way I don't have to wait for the building, and what if we have enough stone and all of that crap? Link for 28 buildings. Okay. Everyone's failing at it, but who really gives a hoot? You know? Mr. Owl, do you give a hoot? Unlinked settings. Oh, no. I wanted to link all of them. Can I link these ones to the... Maybe there's like a limit. Hang on a second. Unlinked settings. Unlinked settings. Unlink for everything. Is everything unlinked now? Nope. Everything is not unlinked, most certainly. Unlinked settings. Oh no, I have to select every single... That could... It would be nice if there were just an unlink... well, I can do it myself, but... Someone will probably make a mod for it again. Again, you know, it's like... Tynan must get dizzy just thinking of how many features he could add to Rimworld and how much he should. But honestly, I don't mind getting a new DLC. Like, I know Rimworld started out as a game that was great because it was just a base game and there wasn't a lot of DLC, or there was none. But at this point, it just keeps getting better, and I'm okay with that. And the modding community keeps growing, and the community base keeps growing. It's like had one of the longest tenures of good games ever. Because I can't think of games using to last a decade like this, you know? Like, during the console days, this wasn't a thing. Game couldn't last this long. Maybe stuff like Half-Life or Counter-Strike, you know? The Source Engine, stuff like that. I don't know. Now I'm commenting on stuff that maybe even I don't understand. Okay, why are you getting hypo? Have you suddenly become a nudist or something? No, I gave you an opportunity to put on clothes, and then you just took them off. What is your problem? Val? 50, yeah, you're also on 51 to 100. So then why don't you have on any clothes? She has on pants. It's only 30 degrees out, Val. Put on a damn parka, for God's sake. Oh, it's because she doesn't really have very many other good... Oh, probably they're, you know, like... if only there were, like, some sort of last resort. If I'm freezing to death, yes, I'll wear this shirt. I mean, it's only April, May. Like, it's... Oh, no, we're getting into the beginning of the cold season. I stand corrected. Never mind. Ignore me, I'm an idiot. But it is still at 89%. Let's go ahead and see. I mean, will you, of your own accord, put on a shirt? Let's just find out. Almost everyone else here is wearing a parka. No, she's just sitting at the table like a dingus. Insufferable. No, they haven't even moved those batteries there yet. All right. In the word of Tommy Pickles, a baby's got to do what a baby's got to do. And this colony is almost entirely made of babies. The winter will come soon. So all of our plants are going to die. I mean, we have an intense and long winter here. We have a long, long, cold time. So I'm actually somewhat thankful that we've harvested more than enough crops now, because you remember what happened last winter. And now look, we have all these amazing hydroponics to keep us alive, and now we don't have to spend all of our day, like, you know, hauling plants around, and we can get done with the good indoor stuff. There's a grizzly bear hunting orange. Is he dead already? What the hell? He was just lying there in the grass. This wasn't even one that I did. I mean, that could have happened to anybody. Maybe it's karma, though. As disappointed as I am, that was basically the storyteller just immediately killing one of my colonists, and there was no other opportunity. Unfortunately, he completely ate him. My God, that's like Mother Nature springing up and just yeeting you into a sinkhole, like right beneath you to the center of the earth. Wow. That was good life. I will comment in this way. This series' purpose is not to do well, mind you. It is to learn about the benefits and drawbacks of playing as children in Rimworld. We are learning that, yes, Rip Kako, indeed. He would, but actually not even Rip. He doesn't even get a gravestone. Are the other colonists going to be disappointed? Has this changed their mood that their friend was completely devoured by a grizzly bear? No, actually, they are less upset because obviously his body isn't there. So I'm going to go ahead and say that these kids are crazy, because what Cambiar is doing right now is the exact same reason why Orange died. And that's because we allowed wild animals into the area where they tend to go. So I'm going to go ahead and see. This might be related to my home area. Wow, no, it's actually not related to the home area. I thought that they would lie down in the area that was a home area, and maybe that was my mistake. But it turns out that wasn't it at all. Sometimes they just like to lie down in the middle of the wilderness in order to look at the clouds. I don't want to say, like, don't ever leave the house, but maybe in light of these new facts, whenever you have kids in Rimworld, it's just a better idea to keep them inside the compound at all times. Because I've had more kids than I can count who are, like, off on hunting missions. Or, like, look, mining off here. Like, look, a cougar could just come up and bite him. And that could happen to anybody, but it seems like that they have a lower death threshold. I don't know if there's a better way to say that, but that's what it is, and you know what I'm talking about. He has poor resistance to death. I'm going to make this into important, and that should hopefully solve our problem over here. This is going to be preferred. Good. Good, so they should start to move the rice up there. Silver linings, silver linings. Okay, fortunately, I did make this zone. I didn't think I needed to be so extreme about this. And you are not a child, but you are just... Why are you so unhappy about this? It's the hypothermia. Why don't you put on that bird skin, Park? Val? What are you doing, Val? Oh, because we already have the maximum number of parkas. That's fine. Okay, let's just make sure we have... Until we have... We think we have a lot of kid parkas. Let's just keep making sure that we have enough. Because currently the adults are just... I don't want to suspend... actually, this one I could make lower. This one's fine. Kid shirt. Yeah, we still want to have some kid shirts. Let's have this until we have X. Just make it a little bit lower. Okay, the parka is really the main one. Let's bring that up to, like, 5. Get that up there. Because they keep making them out of, like, bird skin and stuff like that. I'm just going to not allow bird skin. I've learned that bird skin is just a totally useless... Oh, I did already undesignate that. Undesignate is not a word, but I'm making it up here. Someone save her. Someone save her. Okay, as I was saying about the kids, kids need a kid-sized parka, just give them an adult-sized one. Honestly, fair, but maybe they need it close to their body in order to insulate them. I don't know, or maybe it's there just to make life harder for us, also. Now, wait a second, I didn't mean for you to haul that. Force wear it, yeah. Are you at least slightly more insulated from temperature now? I mean, it doesn't do much, I get it, but... Yeah, 32.4 degrees Fahrenheit. That's more than nothing. Come on, lady. Get it together. Oh, you know what I might have done? Did I tell them not to wear bird skin? Let me see. No, they're totally allowed to wear bird skin. It's not like against their religion or something like that. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Can't do it. Can't stand these people. Alright, well, what I'm going to do now, since everyone's just died and gotten themselves killed, let's go ahead over into our zones. At least I'm safe inside my base. This is an important zone. We're going to have the kids always stay inside the base. I won't do, like, so crazy. Like, Darklight is kind of a teenager and probably has a slightly higher pain threshold than the kids. Is not, like, so delicate. But, yeah, I'm learning that these kids just can't really take any... Like, I know that this should have been obvious, but at the same time, they're really, really fragile. And I thought I was used to dealing with fragile colonists to begin with, but, like, 10 times as much, so, you know. Anyway, we need to take a series to be stupid about it and learn about them, so I think it's very much worthwhile in this. Character. What am I getting for character? Oh, this character editor. Oh, can I add more of them in the game? This might be how I spawn more colonists in. I was trying to figure out how to do that, but all of my mods will be updated soon, too. Ah, the repairs are occurring. This is a very good... Okay, bulk goods trader. We may need this. I could use some components if they have them, and I could trade them a lot of stuff. Change the name of the DLC. I think that would be a good change. I think it was more about... I think they could have named it Rimworld Twilight, and then put a picture of, like, the actors from Twilight on it. I was thinking, why am I having Darklight do this when it could be... Is it Bravo who's good at socializing? No. Val is our I don't want to say our socialist. Because... You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Another thing I did have was I had a colonist get lung rot before. It was off screen, and I didn't actually show it. I forgot to, but, oh, nice. They have 36 components. That's fantastic. Wow. Amazing. We can sell away these kids' shirts. We can probably start to sell away our tribal wear, honestly. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And what else? I want to keep my parkas. Wolfskin parka. It's in awful condition, so I am going to sell that. Or it's awful quality. Sheep wool duster, I'm going to... that might be good for a lot of things, actually. Pigskin pants, I'll hang on to those. Where are my bricks? Are you willing to accept these? Or do you only buy them? Or, I mean, do you only sell them? We could sell 1,240 plain leather, which we actually have right here, and I didn't notice. The pigskin, I don't find that good. I'm not sure if this is useful. Bird skin is also horrible for this region. Light leather, I think plain leather is warmer. I have to double check that. Can I check that from here? Insulation from cold is 28.8 for plain leather, and for light leather it is 21.6, hence light leather. So I think we should get rid of that. I think panther fur is better for heat. Still not bad with cold. It's really good in heat, but we just don't really need it for heat as much. It's a good material, but not in this region. Blue fur we will keep because I think that's very warm. Yeah, good for cold. What else? Neutroamine, we're not really going to use this for a while. So I'm just going to sell mine. I know it's a valuable commodity, but it's just so far out there. Potatoes and rice, we could probably sell negative like 1,000 rice because I want these components more. I think that's fine. I'll do that. And I like having a lot of rice. I don't know why. It just makes me feel safe. And it doesn't look like we're able to sell those blocks. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Yeah, accept. We could give him a gift. No, he doesn't deserve a gift. Go into dev mode to add some colonists completely mod free. Why didn't I think of that? Yeah, you're right. I wanted to make a 100 colonist colony. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Thank you, Mastermind. Socialite. Yes, that was the word I was looking for. Now we are farming through the winter. I will ask you to keep that in mind. Oh, you know what it is that I'm doing that I have done? I know why they weren't wearing it. I'm going to clear your forest, and I'm going to select your outfit as the 51 to 100. I accidentally allowed them to do only normal quality, which was very stupid of me. I should have done it this way. Now they're going to... Because sometimes colonists don't really wear the outfit that I would want them to. I don't know how to describe that otherwise. But yeah, like, they'll do some stupid stuff. Or stuff not exactly the way that I would want it. So I try to force it, and then I make a little mistake. Like, look, she's wearing a duster and a tribal wear. But whatever, she's probably got good insulation. I'd like it to go colder than that, but... Well, she's fine for this temperature. Yak self-tamed. Maybe not completely bad. Now that we can keep these things alive, it's a male yak, though. We could try to tame a female yak. I see an udder there underneath you. Okay, good. We're trying to talk the raid by the... They're only over there, right? Yeah, good. Okay. Brava. Okay, everyone come back to at least I'm safe inside my base. At least I'm safe inside my base. I wonder if the bulk goods trader... Aw, they didn't come over. Can we somehow get them to come over them? Nope, I don't believe that we can. Can we even put a growing zone on disallow and sowing and they'll automatically choose? Yes, that is true. Ooh, move the caravan space. That's not a bad idea. Like, put it in front of our... Oh, that's a great idea. I hadn't thought of that. How do you get to the caravan space again? You got the party spot. Oh, caravan hitching spot. Here we go. I wonder if they can move it live. Otherwise, I am going to put it in the front of the spot where they usually attack. Yeah, let's see if they go there. No, it looks like they didn't go there for this time, but, you know. It was a good idea. It was a good idea. I wonder if they'll freeze to death before they get here. Nope, they are in fact wearing winter clothing, and these guys look pretty well armored. We might be able to get some stuff off of them, though, if they die in our traps. This is why it was worth it to build all those traps we did prepare during the winter. I think that was smart. Varel. I'm going to need to create some more spots where they can just kind of like stand here in cover before they get down this hallway. Probably using this marsh to help me as a kill box, slow them down. Let's get the adults over here. You left a weapon somewhere. Take the awful quality revolver. Or actually normal quality auto pistol so you can get better. Braba. Drafted. Dark Light. Drafted. And the kids... Honestly, I'm never even going to put the kids anywhere near a fight ever again. And in fact, I'm going to tell them, go to the... At least I'm safe inside my... Home Alone. Yeah, that's what I called it. Go to Home Alone. Never fight, ever. It's almost misleading. I was thinking that because they're allowed to do that capability, like that they might actually be decent fighters. Because kids from age 3, I think it is, are capable of fighting. Not that I was, well... I'll leave you to decide what you think I was going to do. It's like my army of 3-year-olds. Slapping the enemies. How did this guy get over everything? He got over everything just by getting over everything. He totally just dodged all of our stuff. Shoot him. We aren't letting you get away. You are a sussy baka. Oh, he had wolf sniff. No, that's not actually a thing. I'm sorry, I just made that up right there. Dog man. He is a dog. I mean, she is a dog man. I mean, dog woman. Man. Person. Thing. These are not bio-coded. That is very nice. Okay. Let's go ahead and strip these guys for their toques. Are you dead? You're unfortunately not dead. Well, we're going to take all of your stuff. And then we will actually imprison you. If you are any good. Are you any good? You are great with animals. And I would be kind of interested in what you... I like having these guys be not of another ideology than me. You are great at construction. I will take you. Whoosh. Oh, wait, no. Whoosh. Whoosh? Whatever you are. We're having you. You're a fast learner and you're ugly. You're practically the same as us. Yeah, I'll take you. Okay, these are some pretty decent prisoners, actually. Unfortunately, I haven't completed my prison, so sucks to be you. But, you know, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Let's make this into one. Imagine having your bed next to the incinerator as a prisoner. That would be true terrorization. What about Malene? Is she any good? These people are all good, except you're a slow learner. I don't really want that. No, I'll capture you. Well, I'll strip you and then I'll capture you. Actually, if I'm going to capture you, I'm probably not going to strip you. You keep your clothes. Just capture. Capture. Blaster, were we going to... Yeah, we're going to... These people are all fantastic. Wow. What luck. What luck. There we go. And... capture. Yeah, there we go. Nope, they set something on fire. Other thing I forgot to do was a smelter. Electric smelter right here. Put that there. This one is going to be... Let's just have these ones be... steel. Link settings, storage. We'll do this as preferred, I want to say. This is preferred, so then we'll do these two as important. For clear all, for steel. Because we want to make sure that we have some of that on there. We could have like plasteel and maybe components. We'll do this as important. We'll do this one as components. Because we're going to get our, crafting area set up. I'm afraid of having all this stuff so close together, though, too. Unwavering prisoner. Ooh. Interesting that you find out right now. All right, then we're going to take your clothes. No, you died from blood loss. I don't believe in, like, really trying that hard with the prisoners. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Varel, you can tend. This one we won't strip. Why was somebody going to go strip them? Sewing area. Yes, that's what I thought you said. Grasshopper, you strip that person. We're actually just going to... dark light. Reserved by Val. And then I think we're just going to cremate, like, all of these corpses. I'm trying to think of why I wouldn't cremate a corpse again. Oh, yeah, because it didn't have... Well, we'll take care of the tainted stuff later on. I was thinking of something else. This is actually fun. This is another reason to build spike traps out of stone is because they don't catch fire. And generally speaking, wherever you have spike traps, you're going to have fire. Did I just lose one of these LMGs, too? I want to be very careful here. Get that. Whoops. At least I'm safe inside my base. Unrestricted. There we go. You can leave. Wait. We'll never do hauling. Whoops. Braba, bring that back. These are the main things that I care about. No, why are we healing him? We're just stripping him and then releasing him. As a prisoner, what do I think of you? I think release. I just don't want to take the time for him. Wait, we have to tend to him if we do that? Oh, no. Why would we tend to him? He doesn't like us. He'll never join us. I mean, what is the reason to do with this? Release, no interaction, hemogen farm, or execute. I guess we could sell that, but... Oh, so this is how the vampire... They just have farms of people that they're using for their blood. Okay, then this makes a little bit more sense how you would play the... I mean the sanguiphages. You know what I mean. Man, this stinks, so we're kind of... Whatever, I'll heal you. It'll be practice for our doctors, I suppose. Caribou self-tamed. I'm actually probably... Oh my god, it has such full milk as well. Alright, I mean, it can come in. It's fine. I might as well take more animal products. This is a male yak, right? But we wanted the female yak as well. But yaks aren't even as good as cows, is the truth. I'll keep them for comedic relief. Yeah, caribou milk. I was thinking the same thing. Like, what? Look, he didn't even have a very good parka. Ooh. When it rains, it pours, you know? When it rains, it pours. Look, he is a dog man. Didn't say anything about that. You dog. You dog, sir. Fire, fire, fire. Oh, it's going to keep on spreading. That's fine. It's fine. You keep panicking, whatever. You'll survive. You'll survive. Left leg was... Everyone's losing their left leg. We're like the Anakin Skywalker colony. Well, what did I say at the beginning of this video? I was going to do hydroponics. Oh, actually, we do have enough for hydroponics now. Now, I do want to keep some components around because you always need them in case if something goes bad, something gets destroyed and whatnot. But I do believe that we have... Did I let components die out up there? Wait, you're kidding me, right? No, they would have brought those back in. Right? Didn't I just trade that guy for like 50 components? They didn't all go bad up there, did they? And I forgot about it? Did they? They were only out there for like a day. How could this happen? They're still... Wait, are they still up there? Where are they? In that case. Oh, there they are! Yes! Okay, yeah, I was like, I have so many components. Why don't I see them? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I knew there was something awry here. Phew. I think I was looking at that, and then we started getting the raid, and that was why I got distracted. It's always like out of the frying pan and into the fire in this game. Yak self-tamed. You know what? I don't really have time to take care of more animals, though, and I just generally find that they tend to be annoying, so I'm going to stop trying to hunt or tame them. I'm just going to let the cows be in there. I mean, cows are honestly more efficient, and if I just have the cows reproducing and making more cows, that's the best thing that we can get. Look, we have 2 female cows, which is fantastic. So we'll just stay with that. Lantern Clone, thank you very much for the sub. Anger Management, thank you for gifting the sub to Paladin Verdant a while back. I apologize, took me a minute there. Good, so we finally have components, so now we can actually get underway with these hydroponics. And good, we've got this third battery hooked in. But we really aren't generating so much electricity. What do we have? What have we got demand on our grid? Power output 1700 watts. So we are saving up a little bit each day. That much is okay, but we should probably get a third solar panel. And I don't really think that we have so much of a need for these potatoes. I think solar is more reliable from day to day here. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to go over my Sad Wander on Darklight. Man, my colonists could be happier. It's really their rec room. I should have undertook the rec room earlier. But now we're just kind of stuck with this because I can't get their bedrooms going. But I think that this is good now. We do have steel. Or Zeracon Blaster. Oh, that's not good. I want to convert you. Join me. I can't really reassign here either. That's funny. You can't reassign prisoner bedrooms. Unless if I do this. Say that it's just not for prisoners. Shoot him! For deciding to leave the place where we're making his life a living hell. There you go. If he had a trophy. I'm so sorry. You look good. You do. You look good. I want you in my life. 20 resist. It's going to be a long time before we get this guy. Oh, wait. You're depressive? As good as you are, no. You know, I'm not willing to put that much time into a depressive person. Be gone. I'll heal you. I should have seen that. I should have seen that. I'm not too smart. I'm not too smart that I missed that, but yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and tell them to disassemble these mechs. Kid helmets, wow. Shred mechanoids forever. That's another good one to have, just as a bill operating there. But look, our traps did so much against those guys. Again, spike traps are the MVP of this whole thing. But let's make sure that we get this power going, because this is starting to annoy me. Like, I want to automate and get these things consistent ASAP. Are you good at construction? No, you're not that good. You are actually good. You are quite good at that. You are also quite good. Varel, you're resting. Too bad, don't rest. Do this instead. Grasshopper is delivering. Varel, work on it instead. You're a better constructor. I just want that working. I want to store up all the power that we need in the batteries, because this is very power intensive. The lamplight takes up, I want to say it's 2900. I thought it was 3200 watts. Why did I do the pen the way I did it? Because I don't want the animals to graze on anything, and they usually don't even have time. Most of it's just us bringing them food anyway. Ultimately, I might tell them to all be out here if I had managed to get hydroponics going enough in my main room. But it's true. Yeah, we had another kid get eaten by a bear. Like that one, I felt some guilt over the last ones because like I did some stupid things, mismanaging them, but that one I don't take the blame for. I learned how I could have prevented it, but it was something that I wouldn't have expected. And it's kind of limited me in my overall assessment of what you can do with them. Really, they take up time. They take up time. They're very good for, like, consolidating your... This has suddenly become for prisoners. How is this for prisoners now? Oh, because they linked those two rooms. Whoops. Because he destroyed the door. Good. I mean, my overall assessment, let's just come back to this because I feel like that this series, we're not going to do anything that amazing because we have a colony of 10 kids. Like, they're not that great. I'm sorry. They're not as good as like some overpowered colonists I use to engineer at times. But I think that it's misleading that the youngest ones have the fighting stat, because they should never, ever use it. They should really just basically be like Roombas for your colony. So view Cambiar and Hakuja and Scorpion as Roombas. Or actually Cambiar, really. Cambiar is a Roomba. I mean, look, he's literally a Roomba right now. Hakuja can do a little bit more. Can do like planting and stuff like that. But they should also be learning pretty early on, because even at this young age, they have developed passions for things. They have taken on traits, and I really failed to teach these kids. I would be more interested in raising them in a better developed colony. One where there was a dedicated teacher who had time to take care of them. In fact, I wonder if that's related, because I haven't really looked into the childcare stat. Is childcare dependent on social? Average of relative talent skills. So Darklight has... So it is dependent on social. So what you want to do is have one colonist who's like a warden and is also a teacher and can teach the kids stuff, is what I'm gathering from this DLC. Why are we still not able to power all of this stuff? Excess over stored is 2,900. So we actually aren't even meeting our electrical demands still. All right, I guess those components were pretty important. I don't think that we need as much hay grass as we've got here. And also, too, why am I not feeding the animals hay now? I forgot to change that. Or was that the thing of last resort? Critical for... What did I say here? There was some kind of food I gave them. Oh, this was for nutrient paste meals. Yeah, we could change that to hay now. I think we've gotten over the days of the cow Thyestian banquet. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, Cambiar is a Roomba. The other kid was basically a hauler bot, but I mean, if you've been playing with the new hauler bots, that's all that they could do. Yeah, there are Roombas that can go break and go crazy. And never let them leave your property. And never... They don't get into any fights unless if all your other colonists are dead. If you put them in a position where they're completely safe, that they can, like, shoot a bow from far away at somebody, you're probably good. I'm not even sure I would feel safe with them fighting like a rabbit or something. We aren't even up to kill boxes yet. Be nice if I had a trophy. If I had a kill box. And this is where I'd put my kill box. If I had one. Sad youngster. I mean, it does kind of bring everybody up. Does it bring everybody up when the youngsters are happy? I don't really know. I can't really say. Okay, but our batteries are charging. We're looking good. We're looking a little bit more powered up. Let's build one more of these. And then I think that's enough on a lot of the electrical stuff. I don't want to overextend either. There we go. Now our batteries are safely separated. Glorious, glorious. Yeah, why are my colonists eating without a table? I mean, we have a masterwork stool. Poor shame, poor shame. Another thing that I might do is to just put some more of the rice, like, near the fridge for the cows. I probably would have put my animals there. You know, I really hadn't worked out Rimworld animal workflow. Like, I had worked out plant workflow, but I haven't given this any real thought since 1.3 or whatever it was, 1.2? I think it was 1.3 when they updated that with animals. You're a Roomba. You guys can do basic tasks like tailoring. That's fine with you. That's fine with me. Live your best life. You know what I mean? Respect yourself. Love yourself. Oh, you don't even have a connection. Let's do this. Build copy. Make sure that they get a little bit more light over there in the workshop, because it does look like that they're getting some more time in the workshop now, and that's good. We like that. Now we're going to go ahead and do some of my favorite builds over here. Smelt weapon, anything, do forever. Melee weapons, no, I'm just going to do this. Bio-coded, basically all bio-coded weapons, we want them to smelt. Because I'm not bio-coding any of my own weapons, and, like, they're useless to me if I can't use them. So we have to smelt them, just get something from them. Smelt metal from slag. We want them to do that forever. Basically any slag on the map. Let's go ahead to smelt weapon. And then there are some weapons that I just think are useless, and you might as well smelt. Do forever. This should be melee weapons. Any type of, like, club. I guess breach axes we aren't really using either. Like, I'm not making them. Any of this, like, older technology now, except for maces and spears, I don't think I even know how good longswords are. They're probably good, but I don't know them, so I'm just going to do them anyway. And other stuff in here that's kind of useless. No, I think the range weapons are pretty good. So pretty much just those are the types of things that we always want to smelt if we can. Okay, I like to just do those first, and then we'll figure out the rest. Because there are some other items where it's like, if it's awful quality... Basically, anything except for the most advanced weapons, if it's of awful quality, we want to smelt it. Like, awful quality range weapons are just so bad. If you look at the stats. Don't quote me on this. I'm not entirely sure about this. This is a little bit just my opinion. But basically, anything that's awful and poor quality. Except for if it's like a doomsday rocket launcher, you know what I mean? I just want them to kind of get back to metal. To be honest with you. Unpopular opinion again. But I mean, I just want them to remake it if they have one of these. Some of them it would be kind of cool if they had it, but yeah, I don't want to allow that. Cool. We could also make our stockpiles really specific here. Every weapon must be... I mean, feel free to disagree with me on that. Maybe can I learn something from you guys here? Normal quality are good to stun enemy of incapacitated and make them a prisoner. Wait, actually, I'm not quite sure I understand it. If they aren't at least normal quality and club are good to stun enemy of incapacitated. That's fair. I don't usually use clubs in that way, but yeah, clubs are better for, like, not killing your enemy. Fair. I don't really tend to get that... Like, usually when I'm fighting threats in the end game, I'm not going in with a scalpel with a club. But yeah, you're probably on another level of playing this game than me if you are at that point where you are using clubs to pick out colonists that you individually want to bring into your colony. Fair, fair. Another reason why I do that with the clubs is because there's plenty of other types of clubs that we'll probably still have lying around. Like, here's a granite club. I could always use that one instead. Or there's a wood club, but we can't smelt those ones down. So I just want the steel from them, because usually the steel is more valuable. Yeah, the caveman strategy. There we go. These are out here because they don't spoil. Good, we've still got plenty of battery left. We got to wire that one up. Oh, no, it is. It is wired up. Okay. What now? $8.99 on the marble. We are starting to run low on some of this marble storage. I don't really want them to spend too much time on that. We can bring in this urn. Reinstall that here. That's an easy dub. Easy dub. I had a friend who did this. He just brought in all of the furniture from outside. I was like, why didn't I do that? It's just such an easy way to get decent furniture at the beginning of the game. Do I need a... Oh, I don't need a column for in there. I'm good. Nope, there's no other, or it does not appear as if there's any other. Oh no, there are other urns out there. Here we go. Uninstall the, whoops. No, I do want to just directly reinstall. We'll put another one there. If I had a trophy, I would put it here. And there. Good. We won't be sleeping in a heap soon. Oh, another reason I'm still having them sleep in a heat is because look at how cold it is in the other parts of the base. It's just been this way. It takes years to get them set up. But, you know, I mean, we aren't in any danger unlike we were last winter. We're all park it up, so now we're good. Cooking workflow's going again. We do need this. Let's get that done with. Build copy of this. here. I think we're just going to need to smooth out some of these walls. I've been waiting to do this anyway. That's good. It'd be nice if there were a way to just order the construction of wires underneath these things, because I always find myself waiting so much time, like, to do that. That would be a nice thing if there's a mod for that. Rather than having to mine it out or smooth it, you know. Little feature requests, little quality of life things that I think would make it less micromanagey. Hakuja became an adult. How? 13? Wait, you were just like 6, weren't you? Okay, this is interesting. So now, when this moment happened, Hakuja was at growth tier 7. Okay, so it seems that when they grow older, they explode out of their children's clothing. I just want to go ahead and see exactly what happens here. Old enough to do the following work. We'll up on the crafting because that's really good to have, and then the mining is also kind of a grindy skill, so it's useful to have a passion. We've already got cooks. Fast learner would be good. This was a good growth tier. I don't really know how we get to those higher tiers besides just doing more learning. But now another weird question is, yeah, so when they turn into an adult, they just put their kids' clothes on the floor, and then they're like, yep, I'm an adult. Like, take off all my clothes as my first act. Like, get my driver's license, take off my clothes. Like, you don't have to do that when you go into the DMV, you know? Strip down. You know, I mean, hopefully you don't have to do that at the DMV. You don't have to do it at my DMV. Where are we going with this? Yeah, DMV's a great place, you know, most of the time. You're a man now, son. You can take him off. But that's a funny mechanic because, yeah, they totally can't wear kids' clothes anymore, but because they're an adult. 48 hours. I guess that means just one thing. I'm going to go back to the event. Because it does say that you have 48 hours. Does that mean that you have 48 hours to decide the traits? And if you don't, like, they just don't get anything? It's usually good news. Quest expires. Oh, this was the one that we were thinking of. Yeah, the Glitter World medicine might be nice. But again, I don't want this pollution. So the pollution mechanic is really cool. We haven't seen it at all here because we haven't been doing any of this. Because I wanted to explore the pregnancy and children part, like, on its own. And I stand justified in that. However, that being said, the pollution mechanic can lead to, for one of many things, an infestation, which is just amazing. Okay, so he was only at growth tier 3. Bloodlust might be good for him. Because he is a fighter, this guy, and he's going to be fighting people in melee combat. We haven't had this many years in our colony, though. I'm wondering... I have to go back to the very beginning of this thing. Yeah, I mean... is it just me, or does it seem like that in 1 year, colonists are aging from 7 to 13? Am I out of my mind? Because I started him off at age 6 in this playthrough, and we certainly have not had 7 years past. Children grow 4 times as oh, really? I did not know that. Children grow 4 times as fast as other colonists. Thank God. That's good. I think it takes out from the realism, but I think it makes the game 10 times more playable. Because I was thinking that the longest Rimworld colonies have been like 10 to 15 years. And that was like 100 hours of gameplay. I don't actually... I mean, it's enjoyable to a certain extent, but I can't imagine anyone who's not making YouTube videos for a living like I am, playing a colony for 15 years. Except for a few people who have like thousands of hours in the game. And I just worry about accessibility. Actually, I really like that. I think that's a great move. I'm glad that they did that. That's fantastic. And that also means that I don't have to educate the children for 20 years in order to make them any good at things. I was thinking that they would get growth moments like multiple times a year, and then, oh my gosh, these people are going to be extremely overpowered by the time that they're adults. But now I can fortunately not have them constantly have to live in fear. Cambiar then, too. Okay, so Cambiar was 3 going on 4, so then his age up happened then, but then on his next birthday, he aged by 4 years. Am I getting this right? Am I doing this right? You can make it so kids age super slow and adults instantly become old men. There's going to be a lot of interesting mods for people with, like, Benjamin Button disease. Ooh, that would be a really cool playthrough. I wonder if someone will make a mod of somebody who ages in reverse. So you could actually do a Benjamin Button playthrough. Just one guy aging in reverse. That would be neat. I would like that. I would watch that. Except I don't think enough people know Benjamin Button. Why are they storing this in here? Wait a second. This is supposed to be only foods. Only foods belong in the fridge. Only the foods belong in the fridge. Manufactured. Why are you putting the jackets in the fridge? Like, this is a cold weather jacket, so we got to make sure that it stays cold. Like, such an illogical thing to do. Did anyone ever do that? You guys ever put your jacket in the fridge when you were a kid? It's a cold weather jacket. No, I never did that, but it would have been really cute if I did. Yeah, warm weather jacket goes in the fireplace. I like this. Scorpion is now an adult and he has pimpin' green highlights. That is badass. What belongs in here? Clear out. I think we have all the rooms for the components. I think I'll just put in more components and advanced components in there. Yep. Yep, same thing. That's fine. Oh, wait a minute. No, I didn't want to do that. Unlink settings, and then this one is going to be plasteel. Plasteel and uranium. Plasteel and uranium. In case if we ever get any uranium. Man, I'm a total geek. Guys, I really envy the way that Dwarf Fortress players, like experienced ones, can kind of manage their shelves and things like that. And I realize I kind of have it with this game now. I think Rimworld is going to be my most played game in my Steam library. I think it's going to surpass Zomboid. And not to throw any shade on Zomboid, I love Zomboid. But Rimworld is, for YouTube videos' sakes, a more versatile game. So I generally tend to get more time out of it, but I love both for different reasons. If it weren't for that, I would probably have Slay the Spire as my most played game. I think it's also getting up there.
Ambiguous amphibian, it is me again, past ambiguous amphibian.
Oh.
You wanted me to remind you to do something.
Yes.
I think it was laundry.
Yeah.
Did you do your laundry?
I did do my laundry past me.
It was to buy a hammock.
Oh, yeah.
To sleep on piles of money.
Oh, yes, on a fat stack, Mr. Krabs style. I had almost forgotten that. Behind my big, meaty claws. Of course, well, past me, thank you for donating the $5 to me. I do appreciate that. And, didn't the uranium meteor... Oh, we had a uranium meteor! Righto, jolly good, as they say in the United States. Hey, thank you, Centaur. I do appreciate that. Brutax and Superoni, thank you very much for the subs. And JD the Cake Man, and Thicker, Stronger Litter. And Dark Mux Mixturfin. And HP Live Laugh Love Crick, thank you for the 100 bits. And Stitch Anthropopage, and Lantern Clone. I was not looking at subs for a while. Thank you. Oh, we can be the best of friends. We can be the best of friends. Where was I going with this? Zomboid, Slay the Spire, Rimworld. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Roguelites just do it for me, but they kind of cause me to recede into a shell as well. So I don't love that. I don't know, they just cause my mind to enter like a flow state. Oh, we got 21 degrees in here, but everybody's got on a parka, so I'm not too worried about that. We got power going. Power is safe. What other needs do we really need to attend to? Hydroponics we've got now. I think once we get one of these things, we're golden. And in fact, I do think that we are autonomous with food right now. I mean, look, we've got milk. Oh, you know, I also wanted to say we should have one dedicated stockpile zone for milk. I should have done this, but I've never had this luxury before. Actually, let's shrink this down because there's only one type of... Or are there multiple types of milk that are separated out? Milk. What? They have the audacity to just put all of the goat's milk, the sheep's milk, the yak's milk, all into one pile? Who are these crazy people? I've played Synthetic. It's a good game. I couldn't really get deeply into it, though, unfortunately. I enjoy Lobotomy Corporation. I don't think I've ever played it. It's also occurring to me now that I could probably make shelves in my kitchen for these things, but I'm not sure I want them to store that much of this stuff. So I am okay with the less beauty in the kitchen for this. It still is a beautiful place. Ooh, they got a great chair there. Normal chair. How is a normal chair worth 10 in beauty? It's very sus. Sussy bacca chair. Sussy bacca. I don't need that one. Low medicine. Oh, yes. Why am I making only rice? So let's start having heal root. A little bit of heal root would be good because these things take a long time to grow, but if we get 280% growth rate, then we're going to be, well, better off. I don't want to do too many more of these things because these things are extremely expensive to maintain with the components and them breaking down. Ooh, the Resurrector Mech Serum. Can bring back a dead guy. They want 94 face masks. I mean, these are good rewards, but who has 94? Like, oh, yeah, we got them. They're right here. We just put away all these masks. Thank God. We found somebody who wants our masks. Hey, SibG, thank you very much. Do I have a favorite game or anything? Good luck in the future. Do I have a favorite game? I think of all time, favorite game is probably like Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic was a great game. For its time. I think the game I have the most hours in, Zomboid and Rimworld. I like those. But nowadays I've been playing a lot of games that just kind of cause me to enter a flow state where I can't think. Like I'll play SSX Tricky and SSX 3. I just replay those snowboarding games over and over again. Because I think that they're so much fun. I really do. I love those old games. Now we can start to get into more other stuff.
Bonsoir from Montreal.
Hey, bonsoir. Is it bonsoir? I am not familiar. Ryopel, thank you very much for the 400 bits. Appreciate that. Montreal. Must be cool up in Montreal right now. Is it cool in Montreal? Seems like a nice place to be. Let's go ahead and have some Psychoid. I want to start making Psychite tea because I think Psychite tea is great. I didn't know how to use it before, but it is a fantastic item. Let's also go ahead and have some... Who would grow strawberries? Are strawberries even of any use? Or are they just, like, there for fun? Hop plants. We could have some hops, too. I do like getting my own brewery going. Got some Psychoid. I'm not going to sell this at first. I'm going to make it into Psychite tea because it's helpful for keeping the colony safe and okay. I do want to unlink one of these. And the other ones are still linked. Okay, that's a decent way to do that. And let's have this one just be clear all. We're just going to have this be herbal medicine. And are we still allowing hay in here? I'm going to make sure one of these is just for hay. Okay, hay is already allowed on them. Fine. I'll allow that. Project Psychoid. Does anyone... Strawberries are great if you have the gene that adds nutrition to raw food. Oh, are strawberries safe to eat without being cooked? Is that why they're good? That makes sense. So then royalty can eat them. Oh, so it has some use in that. That is a very fringe use case for them then. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Now, the other thing that I'd ultimately want to do would be to have these by our rec room, but since this isn't anywhere near to being our rec room yet, I should probably put them on this side as well. And maybe I'm going to take this entrance away from the kitchen. Yeah. You want to avoid foot traffic in the kitchen, but also I don't want to make it so inaccessible either. Smoothing the surface. Good. Okay, this colony is actually starting to look pretty put together. Like, we get overwhelmed by the amount of work ahead of us in the summer, but then in the winter it just kind of dies down. I'm somewhat liking that more now. And more it seems that I'm needing the power here. This is very comfortable. Royals put a fridge closet next to their bedroom and throw fruit in it. What is it? They can't have, like, lavish meals, but I suppose that they can have berries? This is kind of news to me. I guess I just hate playing royalty so much that I don't really know the finer things about, like, micromanaging the royals. Usually I just avoid having colonists at that point. I don't really love the royalty DLC. I think it was interesting as a first DLC, but if they came out with it in, say, for example, this year, I would have just been kind of like, oh, okay. I mean, I think overall it was interesting, but I guess biotech was what I wanted from the start. I think they've given me everything that I ever wanted with this DLC. Like, this would have been what I would have added to the game. Except for Z levels. If they add Z levels to the next DLC, then Rimworld just got twice as good. And Dwarf Fortress will... actually, I don't really know Dwarf Fortress. And Dwarf Fortress, I believe, has cellular automata in it, which still makes it... I mean, Dwarf Fortress was one of the inspirations for Minecraft originally. Like, it was that way, not the other way around. I don't know if you guys know this. I mean, I believe, based on what I've read. Again, I'm just an idiot on the internet. Don't quote me on that. You'd have to double check with, like, Notch. But I believe, didn't he cite it as a reference? Can anybody... It's just going to become an echo chamber if we're all wrong about this. What do I think about the quantum... I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, basements and additional levels. Like, I thought them adding the basements to Zomboid was a very interesting move, now that they're going to be doing that. I didn't know it was possible in the game's code. I didn't think it would be. I used to do a little bit of, like, a very light amount of Project Zomboid modding, or I was looking into modding, like making models for stuff. And then the channel kind of started taking off. I was just like, oh, I don't have as much time for modding anymore. But I do like that stuff. I'm into that. I did more map making. Okay, so now I've allowed you out of the house, and you're going to have a mental break because you're not a child anymore. Oh, sad boy. Major break risk. Because the Z-Levels mod worked pretty well in Rimworld. There were just a few things that were missing from it. Like, they were game-breaking things, but, you know, I mean, you could play it pretty happily, like, without them in it. And it worked so well. It worked so well. The only thing is you couldn't see things on both screens, but it was like, who really needs that? I thought Going Medieval made a very good attempt at, like, Z-Levels and visualizing that, and I think that's been the best 3D version of Rimworld. Or, I don't want to say that, because that's an unflattering way to say it. And I don't mean it in an unflattering way. And I'm going to call it a Rim-like, if I may. Do you think that's fair? I think they've cited it as an inspiration, right? Haven't they? Is that okay? I don't mean that to throw any shade. I think it's a great game. I love it. And I think it's great that games take inspiration from it. And I remember back during the release, because I was part of that, like, release group of, like, ambassador people who they gave keys to and stuff. It was in the Ludion Discord that they were actually like, hey, everybody, there's a new game called Going Medieval out. Which I think is kind of cool, because he's kind of like... Or Ludion has seeded this whole generation of new simulation games where everybody's taking inspiration from it. And I think it is good design. It's just nice to see that kind of... Not really open source, but like... I don't know, even in the... like the dev for Stardeus... had mentioned that he had seen Quill 18's video on Project Porcupine, which was like Quill Quill is really smart and very good at teaching too. Like I really admire Quill. And he had made a game that was like Rimworld, like in a YouTube series. It was so ambitious, and he's so good at teaching Quill. You guys gotta watch Quill if you don't. Have I tried Stranded Alien Dawn? I've not. There's a lot more now, though, that I'm like, there will never be enough time. Alas. Okay, good. We've got like one of every type of thing. Now we could start getting ready on the next one, but it is very expensive to do this, and they will like run out of food throughout the winter. But we could always just swap everything out for rice if we get into trouble. And this is starting to remind me of the Arctic colony as well. So that much is nice. I'm also going to just smooth out some of this because some of our colonists will start to spend a lot of time in here. I personally love this. I think that you need only like 2 hydroponics bays like this in order to feed a really large colony and basically provide everything that they need to them. So what we can do now is to get a Scyther kitchen going, and I believe that this is made like this. I usually like to do another one of these. Though we can do basically like a Scyther and smoke leaf production workshop. We could just put that in with our main workshop, though, to be fair. I'm going to leave another space because I'm probably going to double wall this. I know this looks a little weird to have a stove in here. What we're going to do with that is... Also, too, do we have this research going? Drug production. Psychite refining. Yeah, we're going to need that, too. Defenses... I think I'm good with all of these spike traps out here. I've been more worried about my colonists going on mental breaks, which they have. And also, too, if we all die in a heap, that would be kind of funny. I mean, it would be really funny. Like, in kind of an existent... Nah, I'm not gonna... I don't want to be all negative right now. It's a comedy. It's a tragedy. It's Rimworld. It's whatever it ends up being. Let's see. Preferred, I guess this would be important, and this would be for, like, Scyther leaves. Scyther leaves. Important priority. I guess we'll do 2 spaces for that. We'll put that next to, like, a lab right here. Don't mind this. Just a normal lab. Nothing to see here. And this research should go pretty fast. Drug production, Scyther refining. I don't believe that we need it for smoke leaf, though. I'm pretty sure that one just happens. Good. Turn those papers over. Turn those papers over. Now, after that, I guess we should start to think about a kill box. And how much do we have in terms of steel? Now, normally I would like to kind of slow down the raiders here, but what I sort of see is a natural opportunity. I don't know a way to, like... I'm going to sketch this out, because I think it's a neat idea, and I've never done it before, and I want to try it. Do we have a lot of... We have a lot of sandstone and stuff. I might honestly just build this out of marble. It's not a very good stone for kill boxes, but we have a lot of it, and I don't want to start going back and forth on other stuff. What would you think if I did this? Let's just go all the way with it, yeah. Yeah, you see what I'm doing? You see this? That's crazy talk. Why would he make that? But at the same time, it's like, it kind of makes sense. Yeah, this. Could we do this? And then this, can we all live with this? Would this be okay? I mean, there's nowhere for them to take cover, really. They could kind of over here. But then we could just do this. Cancel all of this. Whoops, cancel these, cancel this. And then do this. Now there's nowhere for them to take cover. I mean, if our weapons are long enough range, and then we make it extremely inconvenient for them to get onto this side, I kind of like it. Except let's make the entrance more narrow. There we go. Can we spread it somehow? And yes, and cut the trees down. Let's also create a zone. I've struggled with this because I don't like to put concrete on the ground because it makes them faster if they come toward us, but I don't know how to just keep all of the trees there away. Is there anything that we can put down on the ground that doesn't allow trees to grow, or do we actually have to micromanage this one? Could we make it into a grow zone where we just tell them to kill anything that takes up life here? Straw floor also works, but it's extremely flammable. That could be interesting against raiders. Sandbags. They could take cover behind the sandbags, though. Grow zone and prevent well, let's try it out. Is there some way that we could do it? Grow zone, and then, yeah, prevent sowing. No sowing. We expand the zone. And then allow cutting. But will they only cut fully harvested? Yeah, so, like, he doesn't get a right-click order here, so he's actually not going to cut down this tree. Like, they're going to wait until things grow up to 100% in order to do that. Is that the only way to do this? Multiple open doors. I've never tried that. That sounds crazy. I want to see that in a video. If you oh, yeah, if we roof it, that's fair. The danger with roofing it, though, is that the roof could collapse on us if somebody shoots, like, a projectile. It would be nice if you could have a grow zone where you just say, cut anything that lives. I bet you that there's a mod for it. But yeah, this is actually another thing that I've been thinking of. I like to put the concrete there because I think that it looks cool to have it be gray. But at the same time, I don't think that it's good because it allows the raiders to run toward you faster when they get past it. It would just be interesting if you could control the flow of water without a terraforming mod. Like if I could make this all into marsh, you know. Yeah, we've done that. We have forbidden sowing. It's true. It's a good idea. It was a good idea. Why aren't they allowed to grow there? Oh, because that's the caravan hitching spot. Yep, bring the caravan right over there. In fact, I'm going to put that back a little bit so we can do that. It's making me a little annoyed. There we go. Walls to make a funnel with the spike traps on the edge of the water. Oh, that's not a bad idea either. I know we haven't gotten really medieval like this in a while. My fear is, what if I built a roof over the river and collapsed the roof over the raid? That is also a valid strategy. Long-lived low-cover grow zone and set it all on fire. Low-cover grow zone. Oh, to make it fill of... Well, no, I was going to say stumps, but stumps don't matter. There's going to be a lot of there's a mod for that throughout the series, though. People do... If we were to do that, though, then the thing is that we don't have an opportunity to shoot the raiders when they're coming in so slowly, which is mostly the point of having this slow area. So if we were to make spike traps after that, that doesn't really make sense. I see what you're getting at, though, and it makes sense. But we would need, like... We would need embrasures, and I don't want to use embrasures because I think it makes the game too easy. Covering the whole area with caravan hitching spots or something. Stop growth. Honestly, not a bad idea. Maybe I'll just make marriage spots all over it. There's got to be some way to do that. I bet you that there is a way to do it in vanilla, but I just haven't seen. Regardless, though, what we're going to go ahead and do is just cut down all the trees. I mean, this is kind of like the hopeless wasteland that I was hoping to create. Why some of them are cut plants. Yeah. And now this grass, because it's bothering... Grass die. No, I can't do it. Insulting spray on dark light. Okay, I feel thoroughly safer from over there. This side, they tend not to come in. So that's good. You are insulting people at night when they're asleep, so they can't actually be insulted. Not like Sonny the Clown from Rimworld. Probably my favorite random NPC. Up there with Claire the Bear. Very impressive. Very impressive room. Very impressive. This is one of the worst mood breaks, though, because it usually just causes somebody else to go on a mood break, and then it can cause social fights later on. I should arrest him. But I resist arresting people because it's so many clicks, and I have RSI from this game. So I'm just gonna let them fight. I try to avoid doing a lot of clicking in this. It feels very, like, UI intensive. That's the reason why I don't do some of the things that I should do. Did you get it out of your system, son? Darklight. Wait a minute. Dark... Hakuja. Yeah, they're not too friendly with each other anymore. Oh well. Grizzly bear hunting barrel. What an... Very interesting that the grizzly bear should decide to start hunting her. This is a mastermind grizzly bear, dude. Is it gonna dodge the spike traps again like the last one did? Yeah, that's right. Get out of here. Get out of here, you menace. No, you're not just getting away like that. You murdered a child. He's like, please, no, I'm just a happy bear. You are the... Wait, are you the grizzly bear? You are a sussy, but you're like a... This is... Are we at like the Denver International Airport or something? No, okay, maybe it's a family of suspicious grizzly bears. Either way, I'm eliminating your entire species. You will regret this. Remember what they did to that kid? Look, it's decided to hunt him again. Like, oh no, now I've changed my mind. Now we see your true stripes. Okay, hopefully we got him in the leg. No, now he's trying to be cute again. He's like, I'm just a Build-A-Bear. I just built a bear. Okay, this grizzly bear has Benjamin Button disease, maybe. Get out of there, ladies. Wait a second, that grizzly bear should be so weak. It shouldn't be able to do this still. Yeah, it was on its last leg. Oh, it got booped in the snoot for the last time. Oh my god. Wow. I'm gonna boop you in the snoot. I'm gonna boop you in the snoot. And that's why I'm building a labyrinth of death traps. Fat snoot, but that was a thick snoot boop. I want to get booped on the snoot. Don't you want to get booped on the snoot? Don't you wish I had a snoot to be booped? Denver International Airport. It was a DIA bear. He was just about to unzip, and we were going to see that he was actually a lizard underneath it all. But look at how effective that is. We almost... I mean, if it weren't for my poor micromanagement. My favorite place to do this, though, was with Orange in the Arctic. That playthrough, just controlling one there's nothing like controlling one colonist in this game. I do truly think that the best way to play Rimworld is with 7 other people in multiplayer where everyone is responsible for their one colonist. I think it's just a rewarding way to get RP in, because nobody generally tends to make a bad mistake. You know, like when it's my own colonists, I do blur lines, I make mistakes. Don't we all? I mean, like, admit it, like, some people do play the game on no pause. But a lot of people will just reload a save. I'm like... and then they don't see it. I happen to play nonstop and not reload saves here, so... but I should probably learn to do that because I am quite bad at this game. Nor have I ever claimed to be good at it. But I do happen to know a thing or two about it now. Okay, this is the grizzly bear thing from before. Low medicine, but we are growing it. We've got it now. This is nice to be able to grow our own medicine indoors, I think. And now we've actually got hops. Even before we've researched the beer brewing. Wow. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Down to try it? What, like, getting your snoot booped? I have a lot of colonists. What do I do to defend against mechanoids? Spike traps, because they have good armor penetration. I don't know, really. Stone spike traps are pretty good. I mean, we're only in tribals, so I don't think we're gonna get hit by too many mechs right now. Try not to go with wood spike traps, because... And I'm trying to build my way out of them. You know, I say that knowing that I have a lot of them. But, yeah, that's the truth. Mechanoids, you really just want EMP launchers and then, like, uranium maces and, whatever is the other weapon that's good for our AP now. It used to just be maces. But it's something else, too, now. Like, I didn't know that. Like, I thought that you could kill mechs with guns, because it made sense. Like, they're futuristic. You must need guns to kill them, right? Like, Arnold. Or whatever it is. Au contraire again. No, you need, like, medieval technology to kill mechs in this game. It's bizarre. I'm gonna do that. Actually, I'm not. I'm gonna make even more bedrooms. I have bedroom ambitions. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so then we make it here. And then it'll be there. You're an eager beaver. He's like, there's a piece of metal there. See, this is why maybe my automated orders aren't the best. Nope, nope. You know what? Where you're gonna go is, well, here we go. You're gonna do this, and then I'm going to have this go like, how about only over here? That's much better. That's much better. Yeah, don't do that, Hakuja. That's pretty stupid. But this is how I tend to lose colonists in Rimworld, and it's really just due to not being able to account for every single thing. Oh, I can set disease frequency to 1% in the storyteller options? Thank you, Dr. Beta. I'm going to do that all the time from now on. I didn't know that. I hope that there are good karmic consequences for you having told me that. I may actually do that only because just when I'm streaming, I hate having sickness overcome my colonists. It's boring and I hate it. I think it's interesting, but you know what I mean. Storyteller, gameplay, storyteller settings, modify. So we could do this basically. Infection chance. I mean, infection is a real thing. I think that's fine. Adaptation. Colonist mood, food poison chance, animal disease frequency. I'm gonna make it 1% so that it is. But it's just like, you know what I mean. It slows down the stream, and it's not very much fun to watch when all my colonists are sick. So we'll make it 1. You can make it 0 if you want, though. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really feel the need to be defensive about it, though. It's just, I don't know. If you want to watch pro Rimworld, then this isn't the place to be. I like it for the story. I don't like it for the. It's not really a competitive game. I just want I want to get a story that's the way that I want it to be. To me, that's what makes this game interesting. There we go. I mean, watching somebody do like no pause challenges or like 500% stuff, like I think one that's really interesting is like Adam versus Everything does those often, and that's actually pretty neat. Like I respect him a lot for being able to do that and just roll with anything. I'm just like, I know that I just don't have the brain, like I don't have the mental agility for that. I could never do that. He's really good. Hakuja is having a tantrum now. Okay. That's all right. Hit some things, Hakuja. I mean, I can't do it. I would probably learn a lot if I tried that, or if I did it like he does it. So, I mean, like, you know, props to him for doing it. He's a good guy. Oh, also, too, he's in the Rimworld Hot Potato. The Rimworld Hot Potato is going to be so much fun this year. You guys should really come out for it. Okay, we got a major break risk again. Can we just make this hospital, please? There we go. Did I trap Val? Wait a second. Where is Val? Is Val trapped? Oh, thank you. I missed that. Jeez, we just Cask of Amontillato'd her. Yeah, I don't know why I made that wall there. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. All right, are we like almost ready for our own bedrooms? I'm feeling like it might be that time right about now, and you know, what was that? Did something just come out of the sky? Nope. Nope. Alright, the psychic drone is starting to... Oh, I thought it was killing the plants. I was just like, that is not the type of ship I thought it was. These are Scythers here, though. This is actually quite terrifying. We might lose our noses. We might get booped on the snoot for the last time. I would like to shoot them and then run away. But I think I'm going to wait until this kill box is done. And then I want to have whoever's the fastest runner among these people, because many of them are missing their legs. We need to watch out for that as they go. His moving is at only 80% because he has a peg leg, so it won't be Grasshopper going out there. You are also missing your leg. Varel is not doing too well right now. Darklight might be our runner. Darklight or Scorpion. Yep, definitely going to be one of them because he lost the toes. And actually, Cambiar is a pretty fast runner, but I don't think that would be very ethical to send him out. Scorpion, I don't want to risk you because you're basically the poster child for this colony. Darklight, you are going to go out for a run tomorrow morning to a bunch of metal robots who want to kill you. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Yeah. Why are there a bunch of rabbits in here? Like a whole family of rabbits. I guess they were trying to move into warmer temps. Where did that come from? Oh my god. It's a good time. It's a good time. No one's even going after the rabbits. Has anyone been assigned to the rabbits? Grasshopper, who doesn't have a leg, has been assigned to hunting. Maybe that wasn't such a good idea either. Have all the slowest people who can't run away be responsible for the hunting. All right, Darklight, it's time to go. I'm not even quite sure if I'm entirely ready for this, but, well, we're going to do it anyway. And we're going to have Psychite for you when you return. I can't remember if Psychite T speeds them up in some way, but I can't remember exactly how. So you're going to have to walk over a marsh for this. I'm not sure if I remember right. I think Scythers are faster than Colonists, though. How much range do you have? I'm not going to pause. No pause. Here's my no pause challenge. Here's my personal no pause challenge is running a man into harm's way. He does have a lake between them and him. So I think we're good. Am I really prepared for this? Is everyone awake now? Yeah, it's like 10 a.m. It is very chilly out. 2 more spaces here. He's going to have like a little island to shoot from. That's nice. All we need to do is aggro it. And then they'll all wake up and then we can run them into the spike traps. And let's make sure that we have enough of those spike traps. This probably won't be enough. So let's reinstall these like slightly further out. Right there. And maybe there and maybe even there. That's good. Just like a straight line path. So that they'll hopefully, possibly, probably run into them. Somewhat better. I mean, it's only 3. Good luck. Oh, you got him. Didn't even do anything. I mean, does he even have the armor penetration to ever do damage with this? Set the standards playthrough. I think I had it pretty standard before. Hey, Wolf Guy, glad I got you into Rimworld. Keck W. Not straight bussin'. This is very not cash money of you, Darklight. How are you? That would come on. Good job. That was good. You could have won a goldfish with that one. I mean, he is getting... Isn't he getting firing experience with this? This might not be entirely bad. 5,019, 5,084. Maybe this is a great... He already has learned the max for today as well. Wow, amazing. This might not be such a bad way to grind shooting skill, actually. Just long-range shots at robots from far away. Okay, you know what? We didn't even need to aggro them. It's only a low drone on women. Does anyone have anything with a little bit more oomph to it? Like, maybe yours could shoot them. You have decent range. Okay, Val, are you fast? Nope, you're not fast. All right, you're staying home. Scorpion, he has a pump shotgun. All right, we're living with a female psychic drone for a while. That's fine. I'm fine with that until they start going crazy. Now, the advantage of a psychic drone is that you start to overcompensate in ways that even you would never have expected. I'm not making baby food. Here we go. Psychite tea. Oh, we already can make this. Wait a second. Oh, Psychite refining was only for Flake and Yayo. I like Yayo better. I like to say Yayo, but it's unpopular. Because I'm wrong. But I'm going to just keep saying it anyway and spreading misinformation about something that's entirely innocuous. It's like just pronouncing a word wrong to piss people off. It just makes me feel so good. Telemachus. Wait a second, what was that sound of gunfire? Yeah, I don't like yayo, because it looks like yayo. I think most English speakers would say yayo. I say yayo. I say kumbaya. Kumbaya, yo. Anyway, where are we this? We don't actually even need that research. Okay, then let's go on to microelectronics. This is all I really need. Oh, wait a minute. No, there was one other thing I needed because. Psychoid brew. Oh, wait, no, we already had psychoid brewing. I'm out of my mind. I didn't even need drug production. I didn't even need drug production. Well, we can use it to make a lot of money, so maybe we'll do that. The one I wanted was beer brewing. Here we go. Let's just do that really quick before we do anything else. Which is super cheap. Because I just like having that part of my colony. It's nice to have a brewery area. It feels good. It feels right. And I'm doing it. Let's start to mine out this part of the mountain. I want to make this a consistent double wall everywhere. Like that. And then like this. And like this and like that and like this and there we go. And we could probably mine out the rest of this cliff and then make this into a double wall as well. I don't want to build inward anymore, but then this is going to help. Okay, good. Just to kind of insulate my people a little bit more, make sure there's at least a double wall and something else on every single side. Oh, look, it's snowing. That's so painfully beautiful. I'm getting like flashbacks to The Dead by James Joyce. Oh God, I'm just bawling in tears right now as you were watching the stream. They've started rushing down my face. I can't control myself. I'm sorry. Here we go. Let's get a lot of psychite, like so much that everyone could become violently addicted to it. I think that would be great. Oh, the power is off. Why did this happen? Why did this happen at all? It is dangerous if the power goes out in this colony. I hope you know that. We have only 12 components left. I dare not make any more crap. Buddy Mudkip. Yeah, that's a nice name. Thank you very much for this sub. Cabby Shack. Thank you for the 100 bits. As well as the tip. Z Roberson. Hey, thank you for the subs to Z Roberson from before. Wait, like this and like that and like this and wasn't that Run DMC? Who said that? Wasn't that a Run DMC song? Or am I totally forgetting right now? Don't you guys remember like this and like that and like this and It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I used to listen to the hip-hop music. Was that in Jet Set Radio? I never played that game. I think I was too young. That game is expensive now. That's a very collectible game. Just looking into this stuff a while back. Mad Squirrel. Everyone get in the house. Oh no, it's gonna die before it gets here. Varel? Not a great place to eat your meal. But fine. Get that squirrel while it's slow. Oh, it makes such a sad sound, like it's never had its snoot booped. Its head was shot off. Well, we definitely booped its snoot there. We booped its snoot straight off. Like the ultimate snoot booping. Should I stop saying that? I really like that phrase, though. There's just something so right about it. Are you able to get to that square? Hang on a second. Are you able to do this? You can construct diagonally. What kind of black magic are you? Drone intensifies. Okay, good. Bring it on. Bring it on. I mean, it's basically fine because they have a catharsis at the end of it. Oh, no, it is a -22. I really just enjoy weathering the drone as it gets worse until we can't stand it anymore. All right, I should probably do something about this now. Braba, or who is it? Oh, actually, I do believe that you have pretty good range on this thing. Yeah, I forgot about this, but revolvers have decent range. Okay, so I'm going to have you drop your weapon. Braba. Put that thing back where it came from or so. There we go. And then Darklight, you were the sacrificial lamb, so I'm going to have you... Yeah, you go in. Go ahead and equip that. Here we go. Oh, Akuja wanted it. And then Braba, equip the recurve bow. Just trade weapons really quick. Okay, it's 18 hours in the day, so tomorrow we're going to go out and shoot this thing, because I don't want all of the women to go crazy. Because, look, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4... We have half of our colonists are the women. Are the women. The women. I've been streaming for a while. Worst case scenario, exile them. You don't like it here anymore. Oh my gosh. Yes, just taking all of the most irrational possible solutions. Where are we putting these psychoid leaves? Didn't we just get a bunch of them? Or was I horribly mistaken about that? Oh no, we got hops, didn't we? Speaking of which, we should probably allow hops in here too. And wort. It took me... I used to think this was pronounced wart, but it's wort. Like, urn. Like the same sound as the U in urn. You know? I do believe I'm right about that. Don't take it as gospel truth, but I did have to cross-check that one. Because I had to say it for a video once, and I didn't want to be wrong about it. Again, though, I am a descriptivist and not a prescriptivist when it comes to these linguistic things. Such calm has come over me with this colony. One thing I'm also going to do probably... Let's just make sure we aren't rock roof overhead. Yeah, I mean, this is weird, but I'm just going to keep building these things. I don't really need these crops anymore. I'm starting to become more reliant on what's inside. And what's inside is the heart.
Lord AA has
and
spoken.
the kidneys.
Wart is
and the lungs.
Urn.
Yes, I mean, like, basically what I just said. But I mean, I do be thanking you for the 500 bits, anger management. You are truly too good for me. I do not deserve you. I truly hope you're not putting yourself at any financial need, or that you just have such copious stores of gold doubloons that this doesn't stress you in any way, because I do just hope that you enjoy. But thank you. Thank you very much. It's probably going to help me buy a cup holder for my desk so that I don't... I'm making this investment after the other stream, during the Bannerlord stream the other day, when there was an unfortunate spillage. There was a very unfortunate spillage. And it was one that will live in infamy. It's like, you know that, what is that thing? Like Mozart's Requiem started playing when I spilled that water bottle. Just so many components fried. I do be spilling. That's true. In the words of 50 Cent, in the front, in the left, in the back, and the right side, I spill. I'm pretty sure that's what that song was about. 50 was spilling liquids. Something like that. I don't know. I'm paraphrasing here. I like his music. All right, here we go. Okay. Please get some armor penetration for now, for God's sake. You moron. Just kidding. We're rooting for you, honey. Look, you actually hit the... Man, the shooting skill goes up so fast. It's so good. Look, he's not even passionate about this. This is so... this is nice. What are my thoughts on the new update? I'm loving the new update. I love the quality of life additions that they made. I think 1.3 and 1.4... Okay, we are ready. 1.3 and 1.4 were great additions to the game. A little bit of me feels like pregnancy could have been added to vanilla, and that would have made sense, but also too, I think it's a sell for biotech, and like, you know, if you're Ludion, it makes sense, and I think it's good. But I don't think that's what they're after, you know, because they do free updates on the game all the time. Like, I think it was 1.2 that they did. You know, nobody paid for that, but they updated the game a lot. No questions asked. No questions asked. No one asked Tynan anything. All right, okay, so we've got all the people here. I am going to take out all the people because I'm confident that they can run away fast enough here. Again, you know, maybe that's hubris on my part, but I really want to... I don't want to miss out on this opportunity. Oh, you refuse to come toward me in my trap? Stop, criminal scum. Can I just... man. Darklight is stressed. I'm going back home for today. You violated the law. At least I did boop one of them. On the right leg, so I did actually make him slower. I guess you could just do that, shoot them over the river. Yeah, they just left. Like, nah. Not worth it. Is that uranium? I thought that was uranium. I want to put a very thick wall here, because if some raider does decide, like, hey, this looks like a weak spot, we're totally dead. Oh, we are so dead. I mean, we're dead anyway, because we're a colony full of very weak children who never had actual... We were all homeschooled, and no one ever... No one really helped us. No one was ever really there for us. Could use another battery, though, judging by how much power we're using up at night. I didn't mean to go all SpongeBob with you there. At night. Sir, you shot us, sir. Proceeds to leave. Oh my god. Alright, so I'm afraid to make this because it's going to use up another 3,200 watts of energy, which is way too much. Way more than we have. These things produce a lot, but I need like 10 of them to power one of those damn lamps. Though, to be fair, the solar gets energy during the day. The lamps use energy only during the day. So, what is the max power output on these things? 50. Actually, you need only like 2 lamps in order to power this thing in the day. Yeah, wait a second. Oh, it's over 1,600 watts. My god! 1,700 watts. Okay, so then these 2 can power 1 lamp, but also 2. 70 watts needed per hydroponic basin. And look, we've got only 8 components left. I'm not made of components. Oh, look, the people who are being eaten by a raccoon now. Tried to fight them and died. This confirms my findings that I would have died if I had gone over there. Psychically, this guy is so bad as a colonist. He basically just sits at a desk and is afraid of everything. Okay, Darklight is gonna try again. Give it another shot today now that you slept, Darklight. At least they'll come after him without him having to shoot them. Major break risk on Hakuja. Why are you doing anything? Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, Hakuja. I know what you're trying to do. Again, that was very... Wait a minute. Are you trying to... Would you dare try to smelt the good one? Did I do this wrong? Oh, I have done bad things. No. That was what I meant to do. Why did I do that? Details. Awful and poor on those. Are these exactly the same bill? I can't tell the difference. I may have been redundant there. Okay, yep, that's better. Arctic wolf hunting Hakuja. Is it? Oh, it's also right next to... Okay, wow. Of all my luck. Wow. This is the most not cool thing that's happened. He completely avoided my spike traps in a perfect succession. Dude, this is like the worst wolf attack pattern. That was practically another death sentence. There was no way that that wolf was going to make the diagonal move. This is like chess at this point. Look, the wolf refuses to move over slightly one space and fall into my trap. Okay, good. You've opened the door for her. Now shoot that and miss. Okay, that was all part of my elaborate plan to... Okay, you get somewhere safer because you're younger. And we're good. All right, go inside. Go inside. Stay in there. Phew. Okay. I swear, we must be at the DIA. There's no other way that these animals could be this smart, man. It really wants Hakuja, though. Yes, wasn't instantly killed. Finally, some good karma for our fellowship. I hope that you're being aggroed toward me now. It certainly appears as if you are. This is the most menacing... I mean, Dark Light is going to be such a crack shot by the time that this thing is over, after missing every single shot. I'm very good at going hard on my people, but it's only because I go hard on myself deep down, you know. Like, it's not really them personally. It's more a me thing. You know, I'm like the coach of a football team. Except I'm not the coach of a football team. Hey, Nakander, happy the videos help you in some way. That's very nice. Thank you for relaying that information. I hope you're doing good. I do. I watched the Yogs cast a while back, and that helped me with that. Okay, the wolf is basically just like, you look good. I want you. It's probably because it's very hungry. Let's look at it. No, it doesn't even know. It's fighting the babies. Here we go. I forgot that we were the babies. What a great colony name. How original. Wow. What an amazing pun, too. How good-looking Ambiguous Amphibian is. Wow. I can't even believe how much I like this stream. And remembered to press the like button on YouTube. Haha. Be a shame if that weren't to happen. Oh my god. No, I hate it when people ask you to do that. I don't even think it honestly makes that big a difference to a video, too. I think some people tend to overemphasize it. I think it's more just about, like, did they actually watch it and click on it? This wolf is a salamander! Look, it's making its way into the Denver International Airport right now as we speak. Look at it go! It's already through TSA. Okay. What you say? That you only meant well, okay, I was thinking I was gonna get to shoot him in the back. Okay, shoot your friend accidentally, Scorpion. No, let's get him out of range. He just pro hacker MLG'd that. Yes! Ooh, it's indecisive because it's blinded by its own rage. Oh no, it wants revenge on the whole colony now. Varel, don't walk in front of the man with the shotgun. Who is don't run in front of the active shooter. Oh my god. Am I able to use that phrase in that context? Does that make sense? Or is that only for, like... I mean, yeah. Tonight we dine in hell. Is active shooter as a phrase related only to, like, when it's, like, criminal activity? Or is that, like, I mean, technically it is, but I just mean as a, as an idiom in English. I don't know that one. Anyone discharging a firearm. Okay, if it works. I mean, I suppose that the reason why you hear it so much is because it's often in the news, in the context of, like, a not-so-good story. But yeah. I just wanted to check that. Sometimes I'm a little naive about that stuff, too. I love how Fugly made its way into the game, like, very early on as a player character. Right, we got the bots just, like, again, kind of chilling up here. We have... I wonder if this is Brittany? Oh my gosh. The sterility. Angus spears. Maybe related to Brittany. Maybe like a distant relative or a cousin or something. Again, I mean, I was so distracted by that Arctic wolf, which was just... I mean, again, this must be Denver. Denver world. You know what? People make fun of Florida. Now it's coming back to Denver. Haha. No, that one's only a city. Ours is a whole state. Oh, God. What if the DIA is actually here in Florida? What was interesting was going through the TSA I went over to Sweden recently, and they don't have you go through quite as much. Like, I got frisked both times when I went through the US. They always seem to find something in my trousers, and I can't really put my finger on it. Like, because I'm just wearing these baggy athletic shorts. But in Sweden, I didn't get any of that because they just have metal detectors. Oh my God. Yeah, it was crazy. Like in all of the American airports, they always use these things. And I always wear like athletic shorts that are baggy because I don't want to have to wear a belt because then it's annoying to take it on and off. So you don't want to be wearing metal. But then I wear baggy shorts and then it always like picks something up. So I was, no, you know, like not even bragging or anything like that. Not even using this to talk about that or anything like that. What do you think I would talk about that? No. I was referring to the bagginess of the trousers. This is a something. Maybe they just refuse to come into my place. Like it's against their religion. Come on, come in close, come in close. Maybe they're like programmed not to do this. What you say? Here we go. Oh, great, they're near the traders. Maybe I could have them murder the traders so that we could take their things. Look, it's like, I don't see you, you don't be you. What is this? They don't even come in? You know what keeps happening is that their aggro keeps resetting. It's a bit of an annoying foe. It's just that I respect and fear Scythers to such a great extent in this game that I dare not fight them at all. Or like get anywhere near them. They can take people's lives in 2 seconds. Like, off with your head in 1 second, even the most armored guy, which is why I do that. Yeah, flying over... Well, I mean, it was wild. Like, I wasn't ready for Stockholm when I went there. Like, it practically felt like winter in the middle of summer. And I was coming out of the swamp, and I was like, these shorts won't work here. Mr. Krabs style. Mr. Krabs style, I was freezing. Why have you made these words up, Gen Z? Come on, Darklight. Come on, man. Okay, all the ladies are going to go insane now. So let's try to move this along because we gotta get back to Denver. I think maybe we'll make this our colony name for like the hot potato challenge. The Denver International Airport. Okay. They aren't catching up to you. All their movement has really gone down, so I think it's pretty much just safe to... He might actually take them out with a revolver now. I never knew the power of marshes until now. Few ever learn the power of the marsh. Okay, ooh, this is getting uncomfortably close, but I do believe that he is faster. Hey, Spites, thank you very much for the 100 bits. Yeah, all the single ladies. Here they come. Alright, busing respectfully back to the base. Don't come near me, because isn't it only your moving that has been disabled by this smooth boy? But look, as soon as I get in, he's going to change his mind. Like, I think I just learned Zen meditation. I am a yogi now. Because, look, the others have decided. Busting on back. I mean, we'll be fine. I just need to run past, like, 3 spike traps. But that's the way it's going to be. No, you wouldn't not step into any of the squares that I just planned for you to step into, would you? Oh my gosh! This is why. He could have lost his entire life there. He could have lost his entire DiGiorno pizza. I mean, think of the most valuable things here, people. Look, he just got almost booped for the last time. Almost all of my Totino's pizza rolls were taken by those people. I would have been eating Totino's people rolls tonight if we had finished, if we had let them do what they were going to do. Stop with the Reddit vernacular. What? I'm just getting started. Does that bother you? No. I like days when I go into a meme phrase. I guess if I do only that forever, that gets annoying. No, that only makes me want to do it more. That makes me only want to do it more. I'm going to start talking so much like that now. It would be boring if I were all objective and fact. To be fair, I think it's very funny. I think it's a sign that people are I don't know, I was kind of curious because I hadn't heard all of these things until recently. It's been a while. I'm turning into a bit of a geezer. But maybe it's because I'm spending so much time online now that I'm keeping up with it. It's a professional thing. It's professional development, you know. Yeah. Oh, maybe it was like reverse psychology. Half of it I've learned from Twitch chat, though. See, it's really Twitch chat that does this to me, because when I don't stream for a while, I get back into, like, my Oxford English, like, vocabulary word set from writing too many damn English essays when I was younger. I did have good writing programs in schools. I didn't have good math and science stuff, or as much. What was I going to say? Anyway, but yeah, when I spend too much time with you people on Twitch, then I start talking like a Zoomer. It's kind of fun when they all come together into like one gumbo of... I don't even know what it ends up being. I don't know, what are the other YouTubers you guys... hang on a second. What's funny to me now is that a lot of the people I'm like friends with on the platform are much younger than me now, so I don't really have any more of the older folks to kind of reflect on and see how I've changed over the past few years. Remember, I've been doing this since I was 22. I'm 27 now, going on 28. Soon it will actually be my birthday, despite all the fact that all of you want to lie about my birthday. I have washed my hands clean of this Denver conspiracy. This is working. Kiting is working. I don't know, how old did you think I was? I think I sound about my age. Here we go. It's just, it would be nice to take them off with, oh, well, you took off his entire left leg? But look, he's going to mess me up. He's going to mess me up Darth Maul style with this. That's why it's probably not good for me to tell people my age, is because when people find out that they're older than me, sometimes they're like, oh, now I've been listening to a youngster. I don't feel like I can get as much out of this. You know, it feels like, if anything feels deep. If anything feels deep, then suddenly it's like, his stuff is based in less than my stuff. So you can't absorb any of the wisdom, which is why I like to do this anonymously and non-judgmentally. It's like to be a mysterious... fill in whatever face you would like it to be. If you like to picture me with a long gray beard, now this is starting to sound a little bit like weird, but I don't know. I'm just reflecting back on people that I like to watch. I mean, we good. We got most of them now. Most of them are done. We didn't even get booped. Well, we did get booped once. But yeah, this is how we have to take out Scythers. I mean, I feel that this is totally necessary for taking them out. Darklight, I'm drafting you again because we're just basically going in shifts to kill these things.
Youngster hype. Feed me wisdom, you wise. Inscrutable amphibian.
Inscrutable. Wait a minute, how is inscrutable a word? And then you have scruples with someone. Why aren't they scroots and why isn't it unscrupable? You know it's a hard word to pronounce is indefatigable. Yeah. Very not straight, very not cash money to try to say that word. Yes. Ah, the satisfaction I deserve. I'm gonna get a lot of physical pleasure out of this. Oh, I've been waiting so long to destroy this. Alright, now I'm gonna do something very safe, Scummy, because I told you I wanted to learn about this DLC while we were here, and I'm willing to do everything it takes. I'm going to save, and then I'm gonna attack the ancient exit, because I want to see what it looks like. And then I'm going to end the stream because I think it'll be funny. And then I'm going to load my save back up from there. Because you came here to see this. You came here to see what happens. Do we have Psych T now? We do have Psych T. Okay, great. I'm going to set up... I'm also just going to do... For one last thing, I'm going to set up a policy. Manage drug policy. Let's just do it all under social drugs. I do like them to have these things. Beer is good every day if mood is below 40%-ish, I like to do. Smoke leaf joint is kind of like a last resort one. But it's not as addictive, so it can be every day, but only if mood is below 30%. And then let's have Psychite tea can be more addictive, but is not as debilitating for your colonist staff because it doesn't slow them down as much as smoke leaf does. So 35% every 2 days. Ambrosia, I don't really know because I don't have a renewable way of making it, so I never relied on it. Yayo and Flake, I never really messed around with. Maybe I should. Need for rest and suppresses pit. That sounds pretty good. Like all from what is the addiction multiplier? Is it more? I know that it's addiction recovery, addiction dose interval. Initial severity 50%, new addiction chance 1%. So then what is it for Psychite? Oh, 2%. So Psychite is more? What is the amount of time that needs to pass, though? Addiction fall rate 50% per day. So actually, Psychite tea is more addictive. What about beer? Well, that's at 1% too. I mean, I haven't used Yayo and Flake, but what about Flake? Flake seems like it would be more addictive. Yeah, 5%. That's pretty high. That's pretty freaking high. That's like a 1 in 20 times they use it, right? And then Smoke Leaf is 2%. So I'd mess around with 1 or 2%. Does that really mean that 1%? I find that hard to believe because I don't even feel like I get addictions that often. Like 1 out of 100 times, I don't think I've even had that. But isn't that what that means? I thought that there was a complete... So is there really no completely safe way to have, like, for example, beer in Rimworld without the chance of getting addicted to it? Because I thought that what I was doing before was totally safe, but... Okay, it's time to do my favorite thing here. I'm going to babies. Sorry, all those are my Mechanitor playthroughs. They're insane. The Mechanitor playthrough is quite interesting. To babies for, and then it's gonna be. No, I'm just gonna do the thing that I've been wanting to do. Okay, just fire at that. It's not waking it up. Wait a second. I thought this thing was going to come to life and like turn into a giant monster that we were going to have to fight in an epic boss battle. No? Oh my gosh. I'm just going to show what happens here anyway, because I was too afraid to attack this thing because I thought it was going to trigger a boss fight, but I didn't know that this... I mean, it's probably going to blow up on me, and I'm going to kill Darklight, but I'll just reload after that. I didn't really want to do this, but I'm learning right now. I am learning. Something interesting is about to happen. Also, too, I think that I believe it's called the Legionnaire, whatever it is. It looks like a big paperweight. Or like something like that. I can't remember what it is. I like it. It's like a kind of a friendly paperweight, because I know I'm going to get one on my side. Nope, we're coming to the end of it right here. I mean, I know we didn't get many of the things done that we said, but we did get the workshop done. We did get the hydroponics bay done. I am not ready for the second one yet. We did get a little bit more on defenses. We got this area we're working on, and then the bedrooms, I am still kind of waiting on that, but I guess we'll do that the next time. And kind of like, I don't know, finish off the rest of it. And we've made kind of an overall assessment on children. I didn't really have the goal of getting out of the base this time much, or like going on any adventures. But I do feel like I've learned a lot about child rearing, both in real life and in Rimworld. Mostly in Rimworld, as I've played through this colony, so it was a good time. Let's find out what happens here, though. Okay, Darklight is catatonic, so let's send out another person that we can just have horribly destroy this thing and then, again, reload. But yeah, I just want to see what happens here. Yeah, you go in there, too. You go in there, too. We're just going to leave him for dead because we're not actually... This isn't canon of this colony. I just want to see what happens. But, you know, we've been over this. This is an experimentation series, guys. Oh, when both of you can do this. Oh, wait, no. Now you're here. Okay, let's just be part of the explosion. Oh, no, that was fine. So then what does that spawn? Mechanoid transponder. I'm going to... Ooh. Does this burn? This was a revolver from before. Interesting. Okay, so this is consistent with a lot of the other Mechanoid trans... stuff. Darklight can't walk. Ah, get up. You're being lazy. I'm just going to do this because I am curious. Purely out of curiosity. Grasshopper, you are able to research. So let's have him go back and do this. I'm assuming that this is going to get him ready for the event, which can make someone into a Mechanitor. I'm not entirely sure, though, because I was looking up the... who was it? I think Radamant made a guide on it. It was very useful. I was watching it. Pretty thorough. Especially a lot of information since it's only been out for a couple of days. But you guys should definitely go watch the Mechanitor guide that he made. Also, just good guy, Radamant. We like Radamant. Here we go. Bring back that backpack. It's like a metal backpack. Backpack guy. Quest available, Mechanitor wreckage. You have decrypted revealing the location of an orbit is badly damaged. You can signal it to land nearby. The ship contains a range of long-dead Mechanitor. Mechanitor's can create and control mechanoids from... By extracting the deceased Mechanitor's mech link, you can turn... So we basically need to get a really good doctor. This is so much cooler than before. Oh my gosh. Beware, the ship also contains hostile Mechanoids. I really like that Tynan has a kind of meaningless endgame goal of just get into space so that he could add in his real endings here, because it's sort of like this is just so continuous and interesting. I like Rimworld. I love this game. I do. There's a reason I keep coming back to this every year. Anyway, that is to say, I haven't made as many videos lately, but I've just kind of been getting back into indie gaming. Kind of took a little rest from YouTube, but yeah, no, I'm honestly... Like Rimworld is bringing back the deep geek that I have in me. So I'm just having a really good time with this series and the other stuff. But yeah, I think I'm going to put a bookmark in it there. It is getting really late, so I'm probably going to send you guys the way of some other streamer.